Silva, what the heck is this?
Pull up, hop out, you don't wanna step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death.
Back from the dead and I'm honored to fight like a noble phantasm that hunts you at night. You don't wanna try me, a demigod. I might keep your head on tight when I got the fight. Because back in my day, warriors were brave. All these masters want here's a boring slave. I spearhead this war, you sit back and wait. Throw a javelin, see what archer is afraid. This Celtic warrior is taking shots. Don't get attached, cause I'll break your heart. I'm guaranteed to die, now don't make me start. I'd rather stab myself than let you slay my part. See, I fight to win, you know it's in my nature. When I move too fast for you lens of haters. Use a different shaft to hunt women later. You be screwed with just a tip, ass saber.
Shot through the sky is the angel of scorn. The known new devil with swords for his horns. He shot that up, pop a smash at the acoustic. My blades in your eyes and you'll see what's in store. The world on my back, there's no bond, I won't break any step that you take. It's a major mistake. Mark a god between his eyes and bring heart to the floor. She'll answer that he'll be a pile of gold. Silent as a shadow when I steal your girl. Make a sword and arrow as I see it twirl. Call me lucky liar as a plot unfurl. Bow to your lord cause you're just an earl. Went from a boy to a hero. Gave up on the parts that are Shiro. Shut up to the villains, it's hero. This is the result of your fate, zero.
Pull up, hop out, you don't wanna step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death.
Out of the king of the night, swing it to win it, that will is my pride. Stand in the way, be set up in my stride. Don't need no round table, divide you like pie, yeah. Try me once in the future, Pendragon back in the prophetic room. A servant or not, I'm from rock, I'm the ruler. Heroic spirit, not one you should jewel, yeah.
Yeah, it's the king of heroes, and they want me to prove it. Barely trying, yet I'm still never losing. Half a god, I'm also half a human. Exponential power, I don't know what to do with it. Measure the skill, yeah, I have it. I'll get in their head till the end, I'm just backing. I'll take any weapon I got in my catalog when I open up the gates into Babylon.
God is victory, shooting winds I provide. Open that'll stay, to glory I'll guide. My basundere, but boy my beauty can't hide. It's all a part of me, the power inside.
Yeah, watch me rock characters, tear it up with my chariot and my warriors. Bringing order with gorgeous, the will, the skill, the kill, like swarming up. Yeah, so fast when I jump cast, ain't mess when I act with the phantasm. I'm a king, living with the pride of heart. Just remember the name of Miss Kendall. Pull up, hop out, you don't wanna step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death.
It's a stupid on the mic tonight. French honey that'll make you wanna stay the night. Got a sword that'll be your script tonight. 12 hits and you'll be out, that's right. I'm the last night of the king that is shovel mate. I'll only right for you if you got goals to get fight for my life and the world's gonna know your name. Got a secret that'll work and shock your brain.
Hey, what's your fade? With the second, you going great. Stick 'em up, hit 'em up, she going loony. She pullin' through for the way. I do the same for my riders. Hey. School you on, keep no advisor. Hey, you should've just been wiser. Hey, two on me now, it's goodbye, sir.
Nom, Jean d'Arc, mon raison d'être, quand leaving my mark. I was called by the Lord, come forth and stand apart. I am a ruler, righteous in my heart, I'm so holy. Scripture by men does not own me. I was called on to act only in humility, honesty, purity, faith, you shall know me.
Get wet, told Boston with the big blade. All action, it's cold passion. You can't like it, get extended. What? Air rank in the fame's global, the name's known to bring dread. Hydra, I'm full of peace, I'm a beast, I'm a critic, and never your head. Yeah!
Pull up, hop out, you don't wanna step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. 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 Pull up, hop out, you don't wanna step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ravencast. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Today, we got a lot of news to get into, but before we do that, we got a special guest with us today. So we have Jim, the normal panelist, but we also have a guy that's never been on here before, a special guest. His name is Zachary. Zachary, introduce yourself to the audience that don't really know you.
Hello everyone. My name is Zachary. So I've been Triton's friend for over a year now, and I've been on the Ravencast server for over a year, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And you definitely know about the Sony thing, and I know you watch Very Dark, because I met you through Very Dark's community, actually. So you know about the Sony collapse topic. But before we get to it, we've already got, Zachary. So Jim, how have you been?
I've been doing good.
And myself, if y'all are wondering, I've been doing good as well. Already gonna get into the news already. Let's see. What's the timestamp currently? Because I got a clip. Oh, 6:11. 6:11 for our first topic. Let me just write that down. 6:11. All right, so now we get to talk about Sony's collapse and Sony's downfall. So Veridark has made a video talking about Sony sales collapsing. Oh yeah, like that. We've already haven't known about that because we've covered it like a few last week. Another video of Vera's where she's talking about it. Apparently the sales keep on collapsing and collapsing and collapsing even more. So it's like, yeah, Sony's not doing well. So let's go ahead and get right into it of Sony not doing well and the sales collapsing. Zachary, do you have any pre-thoughts before we get into this video?
Yeah, I just want to start off by saying like this was one of the topics that I'm passionate about because I was a Sony fan, huge Sony fan. I grew up on the PlayStation 1 all the way to the 5. And the one thing I will say is this state of play broke me to the point where I sold my PS5 today. I'll just start by saying that because I can no longer tolerate them.
You sold your PS5? That was like one of the rarest things to get.
I did. I sold it because I can't in good conscience support Sony and their bullshit anymore. I as a man of principles, I can't. I really can't. It's just God.
That's what a lot of people have been saying. Also, Torrens just jumped into the mix. Hey, Torrens. That's what a lot of people have been saying about Sony. It's like they can't stand in good conscience support them anymore. It's because Sony don't give a fuck about the consumers. They never have and they never will. And that's why a lot of people don't want to throw money at them if they're going to keep on ruining the console games and just making everything shit and making the game shit, putting all this woke mentality shit in it. It's like Sony is fucking on a dying hill, and the only way for Sony to survive is they have to pull up Ubisoft and have a third-party company come and save them. That's the only way for Sony to survive is for a third-party company like Ubisoft had, some random investment company that's like similar to Tencent would have to come and basically buy out Sony just so Sony can stay afloat. And if they do that, that means Sony could technically get away with anything and piss off all the consumers because no matter what, they'd be getting money.
Sony has been going through a lot of issues.
Also, Zachary, I hear a little wind in your background.
I think that's Tarun.
No.
Over the past few years, while yes, they are making a lot of money in the video game industry, they are also losing a lot by purchasing studios and pumping out releases like Concord and Marathon that go absolutely nowhere for them. And now new data is showing.
That's the thing. They keep releasing these games that keep going nowhere for them, and they wonder why the consumers won't buy the games because you keep on selling shit that they don't want to play. Duh.
That Sony has been selling far fewer copies of their PS exclusives since 2020, and this looks pretty rough for them. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the link. I started focusing on live service games. Second of all, there are quite a few less first party releases. And so, because development times are longer due to budgets being bigger and they need to basically spend all of that money and put all of that content into the game, it means that the releases just at a single studio are really stretched out. Look at what's happening to Naughty Dog. The last game that they released was The Last of Us Part 2 in 2020, and their next game, Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, doesn't have an official release date yet. We've heard speculation about 2026, we've heard speculation about 2027 and 2028, but they haven't actually put a date on a calendar. And so that development time could be 5 years or 6 years or 7 years. And so
probably won't be till at least 2030 till that game comes out. It probably will come out after GTA 6.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Even minus all the woke crap, Sony is so grossly incompetent these days. They can't even put out games anymore. They take so long, and by the time they do, god damn it, people are having families out here.
See, that's the thing. They take so long, and people, like, if you keep taking so long, people will just lose interest over time. And that's the thing. Why do you think a lot of people already lost interest in GTA 6? Because they keep delaying it, and it seems like it's going nowhere. They keep having all these bugs and stuff, so people just stop caring about it. That's the same with Sony. People are not caring about Sony games because, for one, they're not even releasing that many games. They haven't released one since 2020. 2020! That's 6 years ago. Like, of course Sony's going to lose money. You haven't put out content or any video games in 6 years. You've been selling consoles and PlayStation 5. That's all you've been doing the last 6 years. You haven't actually been making video games or making PlayStation 5 exclusive video games. You haven't even made a single new game by yourself since 2020. It's just like Nintendo all over again. At least Nintendo kind of like tries to take credit. So Sony doesn't even like work with people to make games anymore. They're just that fucking lazy. It's like, what are y'all doing in your free time if you're not making games? If you're not developing games and it's been 6 years since you last released a game, what the fuck have y'all been doing behind the scenes?
This is all painting a very grim picture for Sony. So taking to the first article that I want to reference, it's from Insider Gaming. It says PlayStation's first-party sales collapse paints a picture of concern. In a recent data deep dive,
the wind, you're starting to sound like Jim with the fucking wind.
My side.
That between
yeah. There you go.
Fiscal year 2020 and 2024.
Just unmute when you want to talk. Like I'm not deafening or silencing you. Like, you can unmute when you talk. Just whenever you're not talking. I don't know why, but I think it's because you guys are on mobile. Because it done the same thing to me on Dignity's show when I was on mobile. I guess if you're on mobile and you don't like talk, it just the wind just picks up for whatever reason.
For PlayStation's first,
there's no fan on. It's so fucking weird. Anyways,
there's also something to do with the bit rate.
Probably that too.
Party software sales plummeted by 30 million copies. The sales figures peaked around
30 million copies. So you're telling me their software sales have plummeted so bad that they are now down 30 million copies. This is why y'all need to get to work and if y'all want us to keep caring about your stupid games, y'all need to get to work and make some new entertaining content and not just this fucking random slop.
20 with the labels.
Might as well just pack up. Like, it seems like Sony's running out of ideas because they would have easily, if Nintendo could fucking create more ideas to develop fucking slop over these years, then Sony can. I guess Sony's even run out of slop ideas.
Securing a whopping 58.4 million first-party sales within 12 months. By 2024, that figure collapsed, falling to around 29 million, hampered by a poor release slate and massively underperforming games like Concord. It's relatively easy to explain some of these numbers, but with PlayStation's next state of play arriving later today,
it's just going to keep going down and down and down and down because guess what? They're not making any content, so people are going to keep leaving, and you're going to lose a lot more value.
But even when they do, sorry, I just want to jump in there real quick before I forget my train of thought. Even when they do put out content, when you referenced GTA 6 earlier, the thing is, when Rockstar puts out a game, you know that they're putting out a masterpiece, right? I know people didn't really feel GTA 5 as much as GTA 4, but it sells. When Sony finally does magically put out a game, it's the same shit that we played 6 years ago. It's with just a few gameplay improvements, and it's basically it's a walking simulator with only a few sections of gameplay.
And I'm sure Sony fans like yourself are like, we waited 6 years just to play the same game. What? Like y'all literally waited 6 years for a new game just for it to be the same as the last one. It's like, come on. Like, this is why like Sony's gonna fucking fall. But that's the thing. You want to know why these video game companies are fucking lazy? It's because they can rely on third-party investment companies like Tencent, and I know like Tencent's banned from where Sony's at, so they can't buy Sony. But if Tencent's just an example, like Tencent, MGI, like there are so many of these third-party scam companies, third-party investment companies that buy out these companies and basically keep them afloat to spread their own agendas, and not only that, but to get money in return out of it. And that's why a lot of these that's why Ubisoft is never going to go anywhere, because Ubisoft got saved by Tencent at the last minute. Sony's going to get saved by some random company that has more money than them, that wants to keep them afloat, and Sony's going to keep getting afloat. And that's why Sony doesn't care about the work they do anymore, because they know that they're so rich now that even if they lose like money in the company, they can still gain more money, because now that they're on top of the pyramid, they'll just have people always keeping them on. Even if they fall down in the pyramid, they'll always have a guardian to come and pick them back up. And that's what these companies are to Sony and Ubisoft. Is these are basically companies, they're basically saviors. They're the companies that keep Ubisoft and Sony around and alive and running. Sony's never going to go away because there's always going to be a third-party company that wants to buy them out and keep them afloat.
Yeah, there's got a ton of investors as well already. So.
Yeah, exactly. They already have investors that are keeping it afloat. And who do you think they're listening to? Oh, yeah, they're listening to the investors. The investors are the reason why that they keep on releasing the same video game, because they're doing what the investors say, and because they have these investors, and they're also about to have that company that comes and save them, they don't need us. They don't need you, Zachary. They don't need me. They don't need anybody to play the games. In fact, they can literally sell games and get 0 players and 0 sales and still make money because of the investments and people basically putting money into the project and getting them more money. Also, Mr. Drew seems like he's calling in. Hey, Drew, what's up? It seems like we got a full panel today, chat.
Yo, not much. Just chilling.
And I know you are a gamer, so you have a little bit of insight on the whole Sony and PlayStation situation. What's your opinion on Sony not releasing video games in 6 years, and when they do, it's just the same like the last game?
Personally, my take from what I'm hearing so far now, yeah, I'm gonna okay. From what I'm hearing now, I think it's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It is ridiculous, but that's the thing. They're going to keep being afloat because who's afloating them? Who's keeping them around? Oh, yeah, these investors. And who's going to keep keeping them around when they get bought out? Oh, yeah, the investment company that buys out Sony. So, yeah, Sony sadly won't probably go anywhere because you got these investors. But it doesn't mean that they're going to be having the same reputation now. Their reputation is they're basically sacrificing their reputation to please these investors because they know they have no talent. So they're just putting out slop and giving up and giving all their bag to the investors because guess what? The investors are the ones giving them money. We aren't because they're not making us happy. So instead, they just make the investors happy by just sucking off the investors and giving the investors whatever they want.
the way, I will be live streaming on the channel. Folks are wondering what else the Titan has in the bank. And we do know that they have quite a few games on their upcoming release slate, like Wolverine, for example. Like I mentioned, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. We know that they want to try to release that Horizon Hunters Gathering game sometime.
Do you think any of these games, Zachary, will sell at all? Or do you think you'll any of these games?
I think I think Wolverine will definitely sell based on brand name alone. But I will have to be honest. I watched the gameplay of that game, and for once in my life, the marketing did not deceive me. I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be another walking simulator. It's gonna be exactly like Spider-Man 2. They're gonna fuck up the story. They're gonna fuck up the characters. I already read the leaks for the story, by the way.
God of War
And
with Kratos. Yes.
yeah, and I read the leaks, and the leaks paint a very. I won't spoil it for anyone who plans to play, but I will say this: Sony cannot stop hating male protagonists. They really can't.
And this is what's giving. This is what
because it's run by a bunch of misandrists. Go figure.
This is what's driving them away from. Same with Ubisoft. This is what's driving them away from Sony because a lot of gamers are males and they see that shit. They're like, yeah, I'm not buying from you. We're not giving you my money. You hate us. You hate us as men. Well, fuck you then. That's why you shouldn't put identity politics into any video game, because if you hate a certain group, especially the common group of gamers, which is men, your game's not going to fucking sell. Like, yeah, there are female gamers, and we're reacting to one very dark, but it's like, there are way more gamers than female.
Yeah. So, apparently
Look who promoted the games. Look at the two... Sorry, trying to mean to cut you off. Look at the two women who...
Wait, let Tor finish.
Oh, yeah. So apparently on Twitter, Domino's Pizza UK posted God of War game with no Kratos equals pepperoni passion with no pepperoni. Domino's Pizza UK is even roasting them.
That is funny, bro.
In 2026, but are these going to really help boost their numbers as much as they're expecting? Probably not. Now, yes, I do think part of this, like I mentioned, is the weak release slate. I think that this is due to budgets, though, because when it takes 5 to 10 years to make a game, we're talking about far fewer games launching. But I also think that there is a high level of discontent among their customers right now. People are upset with.
Is this a 24-hour stream? Am I going to get paid for it? If you pay me $24 for each hour, $1 an hour, I will do a 24-hour stream. But I gotta get my money for that.
We're slowly converting them over. I used to be one myself. I'm reading what Graven Groper said.
Oh yeah. Wait, what did he say? Hold on, I was reading what my friend said above. I have noticed a lot of liberals waking up about the censorship of video games. Yeah, in fact, I've been seeing a lot. In fact, Dash Attack is like this thing. I've been seeing a lot of like liberals, even a few like gays and trannies start joining our side. Be like, look, we don't agree on sexuality, but we agree that these libtards are ruining video games. I'm like, wow. Even you guys agree with us? Even people we can't even agree on like basic reality or basic way of life agree on one thing about the video games.
Yeah, but Triton, that doesn't necessarily mean they're on our side. I would just like to say that. Do you know why? Because
they're not on our side on everything. They're just on our side about this because it affects them too.
Yeah, but the liberals, when they talk about censorship, do you know what they're referring to, funnily enough? So I forgot the company who bought out EA, but they're scared that all the gays are suddenly going to start getting taken out and replaced with what men really like, which is chicks, football, and guns.
Oh, yeah, we covered that last night. This one of Night, what's it called? Night something? Knight's Path, yeah, Knight's Path. They had like a random female character in their game, right? And a bunch of these LGBTQ libtards started shitting on the game, saying, "Oh, why do you have a woman that's wearing normal clothing?" She was literally wearing normal clothing, and you want to know what they said about her? They said that this was like some
traditional trad wife porn.
Yeah, trad wife porn, like Torrance said. They literally tried to accuse a normal girl that was fully clothed of being a trad wife whore. It's like, do y'all even know what Do you even know what that shit is? You fucking
Yeah,
idiots.
trad wife porn. PORN.
I don't even know what porn is because nothing about that image is pornographic. Because there's no
Yeah, I
nudity.
know, right?
She doesn't even wear. In fact, I went on a whole fucking rant about that yesterday about like how they're purposely doing it to basically shit on straight women. Well, let's continue with this.
Prices going up, people are generally waiting until a game goes on sale in order to purchase it because there are so many things just in our normal day-to-day lives that are going up in price, and so people don't have that extra money to spend on a $70 video game or even $100 if you want a digital deluxe version.
I will last 24 hours if you actually send me, because you have my PayPal, either PayPal or Cash App, Lord Triton 2, $24. It could be you, it could be anybody. If y'all want me to last 24 hours, I will last 24 hours, especially if I'm getting paid for it. Kidding me?
You are talking about the general level of quality going down for releases, and so people are unhappy.
I'm sure if you paid some of the people on the panel $24 as well, they probably last too. So y'all better have money.
$4 for a whole day of boredom? I don't think so. You
It's
have
not
to pay
boredom.
me hundreds of dollars. Besides, I got plenty of money.
But it's not boredom. Like we could literally make a good. I think I could make a fun 24-hour stream. All I gotta do is just cover stuff like this. Not gonna be boring.
That it is.
Not great. The cast is far
It is for
from
me.
boring.
My ADHD
Is Sony
be
that
all
we are
over the place.
Oh no, I know. Like you get bored, like really, especially if it's like over like 5-6 hours. You're like, okay, I'm done. I'm bored.
Talking about, and so they
Like first hour you're energetic, but the second, third hour you're like, yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah, I'm like that. That's probably one thing that's going to keep me from doing a 24-hour stream, which I would do it for money, but like doing it for free, it's like I would have to have something motivating me because I would basically be bored. All right.
Do you have a focus on diversity being shoved into games? And as I always mention, diversity and inclusivity is great when it is done naturally, but how often does that happen? Not very much anymore. It's like with Microsoft, they have a certain list of guidelines that they have to follow when they are making a game. And yeah, when you look at something like Naughty Dog, they're banking.
Even Microsoft is kind of turning shit. All these video game companies are turning shit
so heavily on remakes and remasters and reboots for games that don't need them. And so that has turned quite a lot of people off as well. Then you get into the massively underperforming games, as this article mentions, like Concord. They spent, if reports are true, $500 million between purchasing Firewalk Studios, the rest of the money they needed to develop Concord. They thought that this was truly going to be the next Overwatch, the next massive game that everyone was going to be playing for years, and that didn't work out well. 2 weeks after release, they shut it down. They wasted.
Imagine working several years on a game just to release it and shut down 2 weeks later because nobody liked it and gave a fuck about it. That's how you know Sony is shit.
All of that money, and they are trying to like ignore its existence now, but we will never forget. You have, it's really unfortunate, but a lot of live service games being pumped out by Sony. And this is also interesting because when they really started pushing live service games, that's when we started to see these sales fall. Interestingly, this drop-off coincides with PlayStation's PC and live service pushes, which began perhaps impacting overall cadence, impact, and output. And we know now that they're moving away from PC releases. I think that that is a bad move because
because everyone
I
plays
disagree.
PC now.
No, I disagree. Because even if I'm PC now, PlayStation should have done that. Should have never done that. It diluted their brand horribly. It really did. Plus, their PC ports were all broken. They lost more money than they made actually releasing their games on PC. So I disagree on that. I think consoles should have exclusives. I will always stand by that. I'm not, PlayStation versus Xbox. I'm not a kid, but I think consoles should have exclusives. I disagree massively on that end.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do disagree with you. I mean, I understand like the company aspect, maybe for the company, but the consumer wise, it's like, do I really want to spend money buying me like a PC, an Xbox, a PlayStation, just to play all these separate games when I could just play it all on my PC at once?
But Triton, that's the whole thing, bud. Like that's what makes the
They need
console a
to,
console.
they need to
That's its
sell their
identity.
shit somehow.
Yeah.
And offering exclusives.
I mean, that's true, but then they should have never went into the PC realm to begin with, because
No,
like people
shouldn't.
people would still be buying more consoles, because I think that if they never did it, then I wouldn't even be thinking like that. Because that's the thing. Because it's like when the consumer sees something that's possible, and they see that's possible for PlayStation and Xbox, like collide with PC, then they're gonna fucking want to just play on PC, and they're not gonna even want the consoles. So I feel
Agreed.
like if anything, it would help the consumers, but the company wise, it's a bad look for them, because business. Like, I do see where you're coming from, and I do agree with you on the business aspect. It's just me. It's like I'm just an autistic bastard, and I just don't want to throw my money at these stupid companies when I could just kind of Jew them with the PC.
Yes, they spend more upfront for the port, but ultimately it does lead to more sales. I think that is risky. It is what it is. They're desperate right now, and we have heard some rumors floating around that maybe they want to move away from live service games because they're shutting down so many of them, and they're giving up on so many of them in such a short amount of time. Can't say I'd be particularly surprised if that's true. But all of this points to big issues for them. I think that they were expecting Horizon Forbidden West, which was the sequel to Zero Dawn, doing better. I think that they expected that Horizon Hunters Gathering game to be a good filler game before the third Horizon game releases. Who knows if that's happening? I think they expected Ghost of Yotei to do way better. They have stopped announcing.
Yeah, because they think that the fans are stupid. When you sell slop and you've actually done good work, fans are gonna notice. You can't just keep on like producing good stuff and then just produce slop. That's like if I just randomly just stopped reacting to videos and stopped giving commentary, and I just went on streams and went, would y'all even watch a whole hour of me just breathing? No, y'all come here for the content. Y'all come to Sony to play video games, right? So they need to make their stories better. They can't just fucking keep on producing the same slop they've been doing for 6 years.
I know, right?
Like, you can't make Wolverine just like Spider-Man 2. You gotta make Wolverine original. You gotta make, because this thing, the original movie, Wolverine has a separate storyline to Spider-Man. So why the fuck is a Spider-Man video game and a Wolverine video game similar in the first place?
Yeah, and I will say that the thing is, with all of their games, they lack edge. It's all HR writing now. None of these characters even have personalities. They're all just so bland. They can't even swear. They can't even do anything. Yeah.
They can't swear. They can't cuss. They can't think. They can't even think a girl's pretty, or that's against LGBTQ and all that. So literally, the video game characters, all they are is just NPCs, like actual NPCs. At least in some video games, like with the characters, like there's some personality. Like with what Rockstar, it's like I know people give GTA 5 a lot of shit, but Trevor was a good character. Like, I liked playing as Trevor because he had a good personality. He had a
Not just
funny
that,
personality.
some of the shit he got into when you switched to him was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it felt realistic. It felt like that was really fucking. It felt like it was real life. It felt like that was actually Simon talking. Like, it felt like a real person. Trevor feels like a real person. Wolverine and Spider-Man and the fucking Sony games and the Sony universe are not real people.
I'm sorry, his head wasn't supposed to pop off.
and that's why people like Rockstar. That's why even stuff like GTA 5, some Rockstar fans didn't like it, or they thought that GTA 4 was better. They still like GTA 5 because GTA 5 has some sort of personality. Wolverine and
Precisely.
Spider-Man 2 don't have really much personality. Now I've seen gameplay of the Spider-Man 2, and my gosh, Spider-Man has no fucking personality in that game. He's just a fucking robot. All he does is fight people. He doesn't even swear. He doesn't laugh. He doesn't smile. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't.
Backseat to Miles Morales.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, big time.
It's just so stupid.
Sales, because clearly these games are not selling the figures that they wanted. And I'm not saying that game sold 0 copies. Obviously, it didn't. But when you see the success of
but it didn't sell as many copies as it normally would on their older games.
Yep,
exactly. They probably wanted it to do way better.
They wanted it to do either just as good as the old days or better. The fact that it's doing worse than the old days, it shows their decline, and that's what they're panicking about, is that they're declining. Sony's probably going to start laying off people.
And it didn't.
Because that's the thing. All they have is the investors, and that's it. That's all they got left, and that's all Ubisoft's got left, because Ubisoft fired a lot of their staff, and they only have investors and Tencent that's keeping them afloat. And Sony's going to be the same way. They're only going to have investors and some other third-party company that all they do is invest in dead companies, basically keep them afloat.
And sure, they have.
I think King's Isles. You know what's crazy? Hold on. I actually have something to cover a little bit after this that is pertaining to Wizard 101. Because it shows you how bad the gaming industry is.
A few big hits and big sales for games like God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2 did pretty good. But even Spider-Man 2 faced a lot of backlash. And if Insomniac goes for another Spidey game, whether it's another Miles Morales game or they just call it Spidey 3, I think that their sales probably wouldn't be as good as they're hoping. And so they're just facing a lot of issues right now, that's for certain. And there are several threads about this on X, and a lot of them are filled with people saying, what the hell did you expect? Sony PlayStation, no one likes these characters, no matter how good the game is. Turn the boat around now and make some serious male protagonists. And look, I love female protagonists in my games, but I also do want masculinity. I want flawed characters, men or women. I don't want women to be girl bosses. I love a female character that supports a male character but provides wisdom and helps that hero feel courage. And I think that those female roles are missing right now. Look at, let's say, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2. All of Aunt May's speeches, right? Phenomenal, tear-jerkers, but she helps him find the courage to be better and uphold his responsibility. When was the last time we got a female character like that in a game that inspired you, that drove a male character who didn't want the spotlight? It's been a very long time. There are some games that release now that have great female companions or female characters that are interesting. Don't get me wrong, but there is a gap in the market, and I hope somebody fills it soon. All the PlayStations are COD boxes and Fortnite boxes, and yeah, I mean, this is also an issue when you push these big series, right? People are going to stick with those big series, and that means they're going to be buying less games overall. Sony first-party game sales, and it has tanked. Yeah, sure, just wait for Intergalactic and Wolverine and the God of War remake trilogy. And sure, these are games that
say what you will about Nintendo,
obviously sell.
You know, yeah, say what you will about Nintendo. At least they're still pumping out exclusives. At least they know what their players want.
And at least they don't have to rely on investors, because they're still
they're relying on investors, but they're at least making somewhat quality products, and they're giving players reason to stick with the console.
I mean, that's the thing. I hate Pokemon, and I hate all the Pokemon games, but at least the Mario games are fun. At least I can go on YouTube and watch Mario gameplays for 3-4 hours and be happy and entertained. So it's I have to say, it's Nintendo's not all shit. It's I have not even watched a single game for hours.
I have something to input.
Go ahead.
Xenoblade games, I think they call it. Is Monolith the one that shut down? It's one of the groups, but they're a first party for Nintendo because they were bought by Nintendo. Anyways, they made the Xenoblade games, and every single one of them, even the Xenoblade Chronicles X I think it's Chronicles X, that they remastered, remade. Well, not exactly a remake. They added some quality of life, but it's more of a remaster. Even that on the Switch, I played the hell out of that game. And, like, the Xenoblade games are really, really good. Like, anybody I talk to can't get enough of them if they like them. So, they do have that, if not Pokemon or Mario.
Yeah, that's one of Nintendo's biggest strengths, exclusivity.
Yeah.
It's no wonder they're so protective of their IPs. They want their shit to remain exclusive on their consoles. Except for the occasional mobile game, but that just makes some extra money they can use to actually make their console games. But at the same time, they are still assholes.
Yep.
Who knows how well, but are we going to see these games that probably release, I don't know, once a year? So you'll get Intergalactic one year, Wolverine one year, God of War another year. Is that really going to save their first-party game sales? No.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Especially when their games are shit, the characters have no personality, and there's nothing interested about people. There's nothing worth people's money to buy these fucking games. That's why no one's really buying these games.
It's not. Maybe make some games instead of live service slop. It will take an actual
console sales. Ha ha ha! Alright, these are just tweets. So we can go ahead and give our own opinions, which we got a big panel today. Well, Drew left, but we still got a big panel. So I'm gonna go from bottom to top because they'll get me last. Jim, what do you have to say about Sony sales collapsing and falling down? Do you think Sony would be able to maintain the reputation? Jimmy? Okay.
Give him a sec. He's
Hey, yeah. So, there you are.
I'm in the kitchen doing some things. Can you come back to me?
Do I need to do it for you? I can do it for you. I can pull a Digby and do it for
you. No. What were you asking?
I was asking about your final thoughts on the Sony thing.
I think that both Nintendo and Sony are archaic. I mean, how you won't allow people to have like a Pikachu or whatever, in the case of Sony, on a tombstone for a grieving father, but God forbid someone pirates your game. That's an old game. Yeah. But other than that, where's my Bloodborne?
That's never going to happen, and you know it. I have no idea why they have such an embargo on that game, but they do not want it coming back.
Torin, what about you? What's your final opinion on the Sony situation?
They're cooked, man. They're so cooked.
What about you, Zachary?
All right, I had a manifesto, but I'll summarize. Firstly, just to go back on one point that you mentioned regarding why games are taking so long and they rely on investors, I think another thing we also have to remember is the employees that they hire are talentless, number one. And number two, these people are the same people that work 10 a.m., eat lunch until 2 p.m., and then leave for home at 4 p.m. Let's just take that into mind. And then they get all butthurt when they actually have to do some work during crunch. Fuck American work culture. That's something else entirely different. Thirdly, what I will say is they need a drastic wake-up call. And I think when they start seeing how Intergalactic and Lolsuit, God of War Lolsuit, fully perform, I think that's going to be their wake-up call. And I would say that the only reason people are still maintaining their PS5s today is so that they can play GTA 6. But other than that, there's virtually... If you really want gaming to return to how it was during the golden era, you have to take the leap and stop supporting these people. That would be my message. because I'm so fed up with the marketing these days. Dude, we used to have hot girls and Doritos to market games. Fucking hell. That was Gamer 101. When did we lose that? Look at what they have to market games these days. Two trans women. Two trans women on the fucking state of play to market the games. Are you fucking kidding me? Even and the God of War Lawfare thing, that's the final one last thing I want to mention. The creator specifically said that the woman who's writing the game, they butted heads because she thought he was obnoxious and he thought she was pretentious. And this is the result. We get God of War Wife Edition. So honestly, I'm fed up with Sony. I'm done with them. And I think it's time that they get a wake-up call. Will they? Well, time remains. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Time will only tell about if they get a wake-up call or not. And my final thoughts, like you guys have said it best, like Sony's just going to keep on losing their reputation, losing more players, and the only reason that they're going to be around is because these investors keeps trying to save their fucking ass and they keep them afloat. Other than that, if it wasn't for these investors, the Sony ship would be burning down along with other ships, and that is that. So now let me write 45, 43.
I remember on the State of Play, they showed off the new Silent Hill. When I saw that the main protagonist was a black man, I'm like, they should have named that game Silent Hill Black. That would have been based.
Yeah. Is there any final thoughts on the Sony thing before we move on to this funny topic, which is a little last minute thing, but it's just funny.
Bring back Doritos and hot girls, please. That's it. In gaming in general.
True. You're not wrong. So let me put this stamp for you. So, Wizard 101 has gotten hacked, and let's say, so you use, that's the thing, when you get on Wizard 101, you get to name your character, right? You don't get to just type in your name randomly. There's a bunch of random, like, family-friendly names that they have selected, right? But for some reason, because Wizard 101 security is so shit, the hackers was able to get to the Wizard 101 shit and get through the Wizard 101 systems and actually create in their own names into it. Let's see. There we go. And we got the first Constantine. Hold on, wait. Let me pull this up on StreamYard. Yep. So here's our first little name of the character. Normally, you can't name a character that. You have to name it like something casual because that's all the options. Like, you can't just name these characters randomly.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, the first one's actually kind of badass. The second one, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to scroll down the first. And also, shout out to my friend Cheryl. She's the one that sent this to me. And I was originally not going to cover it, but like, you know what? I'm going to cover it because this is fucking funny. This is another one.
Semen explosion.
That's how you know that these companies are fucking shit. Like, they literally, KingsIsle had to lay off all their tech teams, so now nobody's been protecting the bugs. This is not the first time that they've had their servers hijacked to do shit like this. This is like, apparently there was more, but these were the two that I was able to get for stream. But you got Constantine. Hold on. Semen explosion. You got a lot of these fucking names. They used to do that shit all the time, like, as well. Like, in fact, I remember a while back, someone hacked into the KingsIsle servers and started just spamming people balls and dick and, like, just started harassing kids and started, like, being funny, saying that I quit. Everyone hears about, like, they were going hard. In fact, Wizard 101 got DDoS so many times. It's like, bro, Wizard 101 has bad fucking security. Like, literally.
I remember when people were doing Club Penguin ban speedruns, where they were seeing how fast they could get banned. It was an actually legit speedrun category.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, bro, this is just funny. It's like, bro, these people, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be hacking these video games because these video game companies are losing money and only that. But you're just making these people not enjoy the games they want to enjoy, even if it's slops. Like, yeah, people enjoy slop, But I'm not gonna lie, it's funny, and it shows how cooked Wizard 101 is. Like Wizard 101's bugs are so bad to the point where people can literally hack the naming system, and hackers have just taken over. In fact, the game has been fucking receiving a lot of DDoS attacks recently. Apparently, can't even log on to the game more than like 10 minutes now. It's like the game is just so cooked. There's been a lot of stuff going on to Wizard 101 to the point where it's just it's unplayable. It's literally unplayable at this point with all this crazy stuff going on in Wiz. So, I'm going to start with the screen again, starting with Jim. Jim, what do you think about the Wizard 101 getting hacked and trolls coming in and changing the names?
Well, they had crap servers. That's going to happen.
Yep.
And when
it's been happening for years.
Okay, so if that's the case, why don't they shut down the servers and add more layer of security? I mean, at this point, I'm surprised nobody actually got their computers hacked with malware or some bullshit like that someone sent through the pipeline. Like it's like with all this shit that.
In fact,
what?
I know people IRL that got hacked because of Wizard 101 because Wizard 101 is such an unsecure it's such an unsecure server to the point where people are able to. By the way, mute yourself if you're yelling at your dog. I don't give a fuck.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
She was trying to eat the mulch.
All right. Anyways.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Anyways, so that's the thing. It's like Wizard 101 servers are so bad to the point where people's bank card numbers were able to get leaked by hackers because guess what? These hackers were able to access them because Wizard 101 servers are that unsecure. In fact, there was a reason why, like, there was a time where I wasn't even allowed to, like, buy stuff from Wizard 101 because of just the hacking risk. Because every time we did, it's like my mom's bank account would get hacked because of the servers being that unsecure. It's like, the fact that Wizard 101 is so insecure to the point where if you just buy shit from them, all of a sudden you can get hacked and get overcharged by hackers, by third-party hackers. It's like, that's how you know the servers have no security. What about you, Torin? What do you think about this situation of Wizard 101 having unprotected servers and trolls and hackers basically running the whole damn game for them?
Good.
Wizard 101 hater right here. What about you, Zachary? I don't know if you know much about Wizard 101, but what do you think about them having unsecured servers and the servers just being completely taken over by hackers and them basically coming in, doing these funny names and all this stupid shit?
I know a little bit about the game. Yeah, I think it's hilarious, but also it's unfortunate that many people have to suffer the consequences as a result.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's funny, but it's like a lot of other people that did nothing wrong have to suffer consequences. And technically, it's like, yeah, people want to say, well, let's get mad at the hackers. It's like, yeah, you can get mad at the hackers, but you can also get mad at Wizard 101 because they wouldn't be easily, because you know these people are not even skilled hackers doing it. These are literally just random kids doing this shit, and yet they're just like, we're not going to do anything about it. Because it's like, bro, this service is so unsecure to the point where everyday people like me and you can literally, like, if I don't know how to hack worth of shit, but I bet you if I knew how to hack, my dumb ass could fucking hack that shit. Because it's so easy to hack because that's how unsecure they are. They're so unsecure.
You said this has been going on for years?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. In fact, 2017, they had a big, huge DDoS attack, and they had to even refund a bunch of people because they were shut down for like a whole month because this group called Pension Patrol DDoSed the game and got the game down for like a whole month. And the game, KingsIsle lost a lot of money because a lot of people wanted the refunds because they wasn't able to play the game for a whole month. And KingsIsle lost a lot of money because of these DDoS attacks. And yet you would think them suffering that big of a consequence, they would have updated the securities back then. But no, because there's another time in like 2022, 2023, where this messaging box got hijacked. The people were started messaging random kids, random fucking shit. Random funny messages. Like, I remember one of us, like, dick and ball, like, just random stupid shit. It's like, these Like Whistle 101 has been hacked so many times. There are so many instances of that game just being hijacked and hacked. And it's because their company has bad security. They're one of these companies that almost fell. KingsIsle literally almost fell like in 2020, but then they had to get bought out by this MGI company, this random scam investment company, and they're keeping them afloat, investing money into KingsIsle to make sure KingsIsle survives so they can get a profit and also get reputation in the gaming scene. Because apparently this is their first time in the gaming scene, so they're buying out KingsIsle and these other games to basically get into the gaming scene. And KingsIsle literally needed their help because they were literally on the branch of shutting down all the servers. But then MGI comes along and says, you know what, we'll buy you out, we'll keep you afloat. And they bought them out, and they're now keeping them afloat.
Triton.
I mean, sorry, go ahead, Jim.
You know, MGI used to just make computers, RAM, shit like that.
They were never part of the gaming thing. They were part of the tech industry, and then they bought KingsIsle and these other RPG games to get into the gaming and get to the gaming scene, because a lot of these investment companies are not buying out RPG games, but MGI is. MGI is the only one that's buying out RPG games like Wizard 101. Also, I'm hearing background. Probably from Zachary.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. At this point, like, if you're still playing that game knowing the server is unsecure, that's kind of your fault in a way as well.
Yeah, it is, because it's like, how can you sit there and play a game that you know has bad security? So now I want to go ahead and get to our third topic. We're supposed to cover it yesterday, but I couldn't find that video. I thought I was just fucking high out of my mind, but turns out...
Yeah, it was on his other channel.
Yeah, you fucking dick sucker. Stop uploading shit to your second channel. What?
Before you start on that, the thing I posted in general, there's a timestamp, and it goes a little bit, but it's not too long. It's like, so we could do it at the end of this. It's
yeah, we'll do it. I already got a lot of other topics, so we'll just do it at the end. If we
have okay, time. Never mind then. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. We'll still cover it. I'll just have to cover at the end because I already got stuff already piled up for today's show. Because me and Zachary actually came up with the docket and DMs a little bit, and I showed Zachary like what we're covering and stuff. And we'll be covering the Kyle Owens situation. So let me write the timestamp for this. Let's see. Timestamp 57:10. 57.
I will say, regarding the Kyle Owens situation, before you start, I will say it's more nuanced than you led me on to believe, Triton, because I did a little bit of my own research as well on it, and I won't say the guy has a point, but I will say it's not like that black and white. Like, sure he's in the wrong, but
I know
legally speaking.
I know that, and that's the thing. I've covered the situation of, like, the thing I showed you was just a new material, but I've covered this situation before, and I even asked Tor, and I gave nuance to him at first because I was like, hey, he kind of does have a point. Like, if he's done, if it's not that bad, but it's like, as the situation kept going on and I kept covering it, the guy just lost me because he's a fucking idiot and he doesn't understand. It's like, hey, jackass, if you are trying to be a Pokemon professor in an environment where there's kids running around, you can't have felonies on your record, and you want to know why? Because you're a risk to Nintendo. Like, that's the thing. I'm not saying felons can't get a job. It's just you can't get a job in that. I know. And we're about to react to the new material and it getting worse. In fact, you sent me another video, which I didn't send to Zachary, but we'll probably cover both the...
So you can actually you can actually have the title like.
You know what? Since they're 30 minutes long, I'll cover one today and I'll cover one tomorrow, so we can get to our other topics if that's fine with you.
Okay,
we'll cover the video with the Zachary thing. But what's up, Jim?
Is that like when they talk about Pokemon Professor? it's not just honorary. It's an actual title.
It's an actual
with a
title.
certificate.
Yes, it's an actual title with a certificate, and it's also an event, like an IRL event. It's not no online shit.
That is so fucking retarded. Okay,
And
never
that's why, and see, and this is why they rejected him, because it's not like a some online form or online event or online title. It's real life shit where you have to interact with kids. And sorry, if you have a felony of assault or whatever the fuck you have, it doesn't matter if you're a changed person. They can't have you in that kind of setting because it hurt. Because that's the thing. If they hire you and you get in, it's not even about legally. Because legally they can hire him, but the reason why they don't in some scenes like this is because if they hired him and he would reoffend, then that looks bad on them, because a lot of parents are like, you hired him knowing he had a criminal record and he reoffended to my kid. Like, that's why it's like, it's just so, like, he's so fucking stupid and doesn't understand. It's like, that's why they rejected him, because if you have felonies on your record, then yeah, they're going to reject you, and they're not going to, like, all right, let's see.
Okay, so what are the felonies, though? What are they?
I haven't the cover. That's the thing. Kyle Owens refuses. I don't know if it's revealed in this video, and I don't know if Tor knows, but in the last few coverages, we don't know because Kyle Owens refuses to answer. Because when this guy asked, he didn't give him an answer. When he asked him his video, he got no answer. In fact, he even looked at all. Oh, yeah, turn off your fucking background so I can talk.
Oh,
them birds need to shut up. You need to get out.
Yeah,
shotgun.
Shut the fuck up before I come over there to town and get your shotgun. In Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft, we don't.
We're talking about the birds in the.
I know, but
tweet,
still.
Tweet.
I know, but still, YouTube takes you down for animal cruelty, even jokes. So we gotta say Minecraft for that. So let's go. So let's go ahead and see if there's any new. Oh yeah, by the way, before because that is a good point. You could spoil this? Have they found out what the felony is, Torin?
No, they have not, but that's not what these videos are about.
No, I know, but it's like, that's how you know he has something to hide, because you would think after all this drama, all this coverage, all of us like piling on and covering, right? You would think he would basically tell us what the felony is. But nope, he didn't.
I recommend the second video over the first video, by the way.
They
both kind of talk about the same thing, but one of them's the lawyer's opinions on it, and the other is just him talking to his friends about it. And I think the one where he talks to his friends about it is a little bit more engaging.
What, the second one you sent me?
Yeah,
the one that says wannabe Pokemon professors dating posts?
Yes.
It's not just about some stupid dating posts. It's about the lawsuit, right?
It's not about the lawsuit per se, but it's related.
All right,
wait till you hear some of the shit he says.
Here, we'll check out this. Wait, which one came out first? Because I'm reacting to both.
I believe hold on, let me go to the channel real fast.
Yeah, hurry, because I am clipping this as a segment. So
okay, the top one came out first. Okay, that's the one I want you to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're watching.
All right, yeah, that's
wannabe Pokemon professor continues to post this. Yeah, this one, right?
Disgusting things, yes.
All right, let's continue.
I watched that one a little
Some of the nonsense with Kyle Owens.
Oh, I'm genuine.
How the fuck does he look like that? Expect to get anybody?
One, there's that too. But one of the things that Kirk did say in the video when we were just kind of more so shit talking him was, yeah, he knows people that are unattractive that manage to get spouses and get.
Let's be real. It doesn't matter about looks. Like, you can literally look like a disgusting fat pig and have a hot wife.
Yeah, he's just explaining that.
I know. And yeah, now he's explaining it, but I'm just explaining it too, just for my own context in it. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if the quartering can get a hot wife, all of us can. I can, you can, Zachary can, Jim can, everyone can.
Like I keep saying, the quartering probably signed a prenup with her.
Still, my point still stands.
Family attractive spouses and whatnot, because they have decent fucking personalities. He doesn't have a decent fucking personality. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop up on stream my browser where I have.
Does he have background noise?
Yeah,
I'm rated some evidence
he's on
against
a
him.
Stream with two other dudes.
Oh yeah. See, I always like to keep my streams background noise free.
Yeah,
That's why
he
I'm a
actually
dick
brings
about
up one of
it.
his bros' background noise in this video at one point.
Some evidence against who he is.
I just want to put this out there, like, if someone in his life exists that can say he is on the spectrum or he has some problems or anything like that, I will forever stop talking about him because that's not fair.
It doesn't matter. I'm on the spectrum, and I'm not doing this cringe ass shit. I'm not suing Nintendo and filing 75 different other lawsuits to fucking basically trying to basically scam money out of people by suing all these different companies and people.
However,
Okay.
he is of sound of mind.
Can
Yeah,
I say
what's up,
something
Jan?
really
Yeah,
quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my point of view is, so if you're suing, he's not only suing Nintendo, correct?
Yeah, he's suing like 75 different other people. He's suing police departments. He's suing.
Okay, he is 100% autistic. He is 100%. I guarantee it. No doubt about it.
So are we, and we're not doing that shit.
He wasn't. He was probably dragged up, fell through the cracks, had a bad home life, and this is how he's exacting his revenge. It's something autistically done.
I don't like when people like Kyle Owens use that defense because I have a bad home life too. Don't get me wrong, like I'm not perfect. Like I've done things where I've done basically it's like we're not all perfect, right? Like I've done autistic things where hey, you're acting, but I've never decided to go this far where hey, I have to sue every single person to get my revenge. It's like no. Like I've never went that far or went that retarded or went that crazy. Like even though I was in a point where I was like just mentally ill, just fucking just not giving a fuck about the world. Even in that mental state, I never did something crazy as this where I'm suing all these different people for a form of revenge or anything like that. It's like worst thing I did was just yell at a bunch of people. That's all I do is just fucking yell. Like I don't fucking go and be like, well, how can I ruin someone's penny? How do I ruin someone's pocket? Oh, wait, let me just sue them and sue all these people that wronged me, and hopefully I win at least one lawsuit. It's like, get the fuck out of here. He probably genuinely thinks he's going to win all 75 lawsuits. It's like, no, buddy. You're definitely losing you're losing at least over 50% of all those lawsuits because all those lawsuits are fraudulent. All those lawsuits are not going anywhere.
So the question becomes, right? Like me and you wouldn't do that. We're autistic, but we're high functioning. So I'd say he is mid functioning and he got fixated. What happens with mid functioning autistic people is when they get fixated on certain things, they become hyperactive, like hypomanically, like this is what I need to do to complete whatever, and you become so hypomanically fixated with mid-range people, which I'm guessing there's like a lot of other like issues there. And my guess is he had everything given to him, like because they didn't know how to treat him, right? Like a entitlement type issue.
Yeah.
Or the second thing is he was dragged up. Now, with being dragged up, even a mid-tier autistic person will understand that doing things like this.
Is there even any evidence of Kyle Owens being autistic?
No, he does have the look though.
Well, he has the look, but it's like you would think if he was actually diagnosed, he would, because all of them say it. They're like, oh, they would even use.
Well, I mean, anybody can be autistic, but they have to be diagnosed, which means if he fell through.
He's probably not diagnosed then, and that's probably
Yeah,
why
I wasn't diagnosed officially until my 20s, believe it or not.
See, and that's because either your parents didn't realize it. That's what autism was.
The school system failed me. That's what it was. They knew I was autistic, but they never told me. They never told my mom.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. And he's probably has some of the same predicament as.
We do gotta continue
go
the
ahead.
video though, because it is 30 minutes long. way, send into private. Do people with autism give a look? I thought it was only Down syndrome. Some do, yeah. Also, typing in the private chat. If you want to go in the comments, that's where the public chat is. If you want the.
Oh no, he's just asking us personal questions without having to turn on his mic.
Oh, okay. All right, let's continue.
And
which feel free to give y'all perspective. Just make sure like it's not like too long because this video is like 31 minutes.
All of this is completely on.
I'm not in a rush, so you guys are good.
Him and no other medical problems. The guy needs fucking help. Medical fucking help, because none of this makes sense to me.
He claims to have a psychiatric service animal, but like he has not clarified what that psychiatric service animal is. And I almost got one of my dogs registered as a psychiatric service animal because I have PTSD. So like you can get.
I can actually.
Yeah, he's a veteran. Actually, that's the crazy part.
Well, thank you for your service, but that's the thing. I can actually, because I have autism, and I was actually about to do it with one of my aunt's dogs before I moved out of there. Because that's the thing. I can actually have a service animal, and if I do get like a dog or even a cat, I can register them as service animals, basically because I can claim, hey, they're helping me with my autism, and they're there to service me with my needs. And animals are really good at helping with like Down syndrome people that can't see, like they're good with helping with all kinds of different issues. See, technically, we don't even need to go to the doctor. Like, if you feel autistic or anxiety, just get you a fucking pet animal.
For a lot of reasons that aren't like dispositive to you should have a functioning brain.
By the way, smack the like button, people.
There's something seriously wrong with his brain.
Smack it more than your mama's pussy.
I'm going to keep talking shit about him because I can't think of any good excuse to want to fuck kids.
Yeah. Well, let's.
Whoa!
I told you it gets worse.
Whoa! That is some serious allegations.
Yeah. Wait. Till
Let's
bring up why they said that, or wait till they bring up why.
No, I will. But next time, like if they. Which, that's the thing. It's like I'm going into this blindly, but next time, like if there's serious allegations, just let me know to watch it beforehand.
That's why the second video has Chris Hansen in the thumbnail.
Let's be clear.
Well, but we could still give a good judgment. Let's just see if they show enough evidence.
Let's be clear, just for legal whatever. He has declared that he is willing to enter into a romantic relationship with a 16. I'll pop that up right here.
Whoa!
Actually,
with a 16-year-old? Jesus Christ!
I'm looking for
with a 16.
It's not in this thing, by the way.
Oh, it's not in this one.
But he does say mention preferred age range is 18 to 35.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I know. This isn't the thing where he says that, though. That's the crazy part.
So, okay, well, let's see.
18-year-old.
They're making a lot of serious allegations.
It's this little paper image down at the bottom where it says that.
With parental consent, he has not directly said he wants to sleep with a child. He just said that he is willing to engage in a romantic relationship with them. So let's.
Oh, I see it right here. Yeah, it's small. 16 to 17 with parents. And you wonder why Nintendo doesn't want you to work with kids? Really, dude? If I saw. This is exactly why.
Okay, so I'm turning on the wood chipper.
Interrupt me, motherfucker. Wait till I'm done, okay? Then you can speak because I was in the middle of talking. So the fact that Nintendo got mad, the fact that that's the thing, the fact that he said this and wonders, this is why it's very important for Nintendo not to accept people with felonies, because you get guys like this. This is perfectly why they didn't accept the Kyle Owens, because they saw the charge that they saw and they're like, yeah, no, he's a liability. It turns out, yes, he is a liability, because he can't be saying that shit or doing that shit while like at the Pokemon thing, because 16, 17-year-olds do go to Pokemon tournaments. And
I am hoping it was a typo. I'm hoping, but I don't think so. Yeah, I know. The whole parental consent thing's a bit.
See, if that's the thing, I've had some bad typos in the past. In fact, I had some bad typo on another server. But yet, here's what I do, right? When I have a bad typo, I delete it instantly when I noticed it, and I clarified it immediately. And if Kyle Owens is clarified in the comment section of this video that it was a typo, and he fucking, comes out and just honest that, hey, it's a typo, and he fucking deletes it and takes it back, maybe I'll give him some leeway. But it seems like he has not taken it back. It's been up for years.
Plus that other consent thing that he said.
Also, hold on. Also, sorry, Jim. I was just in the middle of talking, and I was going to lose my train of thought if you would.
I was just saying that I'm going to get the wood chipper started up. We're going to, throw a nice bonfire.
In Minecraft.
Anyways, I hate pedos. I hate pedos.
Me too, and that's the thing. I really hope that this was a typo and that he's not into that. But if it wasn't and he was serious, then I'm sorry. This could get me a lawsuit, but technically we can call him a pedo. Because sorry, age of consent in the United States of America is 18 plus, and if you're going after kids,
well, depends on the state too. Some
I don't even give a fuck about the law. Because that's the thing. You don't finish high school till you're 18. So, yeah, fuck it. It's 18.
Yeah, I agree.
It's 18 to me, and that's the thing. If you're in the United States...
But, yeah, in most states it is 18. You're right.
It should be 18. Should be 18 and above, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the
There's
thing.
There's a few that are like...
I know, but... Those are blue.
Yeah, fuck that though.
Actually, no. I believe a couple of them are actually red states.
Yeah, but still
one of them's like
matter.
North or South Carolina.
Anything else besides dogs and cats should not be able to qualify as service animals. Nobody wants a damn baby monkey, even a baby or
I don't know. I heard about a dude who had an alligator as a service animal once.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I would personally never have like an alligator or any of that. I would probably have a cat or a dog as a service animal.
To be clear, let's be legally clear. Right here
well.
Is where he says, with his looking for a compatible lifetime partner, marriage, family, and life together, age 16 to 35, 16 to 17 with parental consent per IA law. This is his fucking pin post, which means of all the things that he thinks is important that he's doing, this is the one that is the most important. And the write-up for it, it says...
Yeah, he should have never added that in that fucking post. It's like, bro.
Yeah, this is some Chris Chan level shit.
Literally, it's like you're suing Nintendo, right? Because they think you're a threat to kids, and that's why they didn't allow you as a Pokemon professor, because they didn't want to put their children in danger, and then you do this shit. It's like, no, duh, Nintendo doesn't want to hire you. Why would they want to hire someone that's saying that they want to get with a 16, 17-year-old? Like, that's the thing. If you were, and I know some people in my audience are parents, some of them could be listening while working, but let's say, like, because Jim and Torin, even Zachary, you guys are older than me, and you guys are about to be at the age where y'all start having kids, right? Y'all may have kids in a few years, you never know. But let's say you guys were a parent, right? And I want to get the whole panel's perspective on this. Let's say, I'll start with Jim. Jim, let's say you were a parent, right? And of a 16, 17-year-old daughter, right? And then they go into this Pokemon tournament, and then they come home from the Pokemon tournament, and they're like, hey, Dad, I brought home this 40-year-old Kyle Owens. And they brought home Kyle Owens. It's like 40-something. 30-something.
Oh, no, it says 19. No? I don't know.
He's above 30 at least. We know that. He's 30 plus. So would you want your daughter to come home with someone like Kyle Owens from a Pokemon?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. So, Torin, hold on. So basically, my opinion is this: I tell my daughter, go up to your room. I'll talk to you when I'm done.
Forget
I
that.
go out. I go to the gun cabinet. I pull out the shotgun. I point it at him, and I say, if you don't get the fuck off my property, it's over in Minecraft. He probably runs to the police, and I show him the evidence of what he's posted, and I tell him he came home with my daughter, and then he goes to jail. Still, I mean, I would like to try to get off a couple shots, a little bit of target practice, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft, which That's the thing. It's like people like that's the thing. It's like, what about you, Zachary? Like, let's say you had like kids, right? And then they brought Kyle Owens home. Your 16-year-old daughter. It's like, hey, Dad, this is my new boyfriend. Is it okay if I be in a relationship with him? Well, what are we gonna say as a parent? And would you be mad? Oh, also, Jim, I want you to answer this too. Wouldn't y'all be mad at Nintendo for allowing that? And y'all find out?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Y'all find out that this guy has a criminal record. Like, wouldn't y'all be mad that Nintendo let this pervert in, knowing that he had a criminal record? This is why, at the very beginning, I was siding with Nintendo at the very start when I heard about the felony, because I knew something like this was going to cook. I knew something like this is going to happen, and Nintendo was in the right in this situation. They had every right to basically.
Well, we don't know what the felony was so far.
I know, but
if he's not talking about, I think we have a pretty good idea what it might be.
Well, so yeah, like I said, what I would do in that case, and I have a very long discussion. Doesn't matter how old she is. I'd be talking to my daughter after that. But more importantly, I'd be having some nice words with the police, and then I'd be talking to a lawyer to sue the shit out of Nintendo for holding an event that allowed that shit.
Oh,
yeah, it's a liability, and Nintendo is in the right to decline him. They have all the right in the world, and I'm glad they did it.
Me too, and that's why because that's the thing. Even not knowing the felony, we still don't even know what the felony is. And to me, it's like Nintendo kind of had it right, because whatever they saw, it was like, yeah, I'm not going to let this guy in our events.
Preferred age range is 1835. Height range is 5'4" to 5'8", and weight range is 150 to 225. And one of the reasons why, because Kirk brought up the fact that the brochure that says 16 to 17
so particular
is AI generated, because it looks AI generated, and maybe
as someone who
maybe
used to
we
have
could give the
particulars, you're not going to get that kind of woman. I'm sorry, not in this
benefit of the doubt.
This economy.
Hey, Triton.
Definitely not. Wait, what's up, Zachary?
No, I was just gonna say, if that happened, I mean, you also failed as a parent in some way if you didn't bring up your daughter correctly for her to be going out with 40-year-old guys, you know?
No, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, technically, yeah, but it's like a lot of the parents would be. I'm just asking that as like a way to like, because that's the thing. That's why Nintendo avoided that, so that doesn't happen. And that's the thing. Even though, like, you would be right. It would be partially the parents' fault for not being with their daughter or being with their child at the event. It's like you still gotta understand. It's like it's still a liability for Nintendo, because the parent. You know how parents are. They're gonna blame Nintendo. They're gonna blame themselves. They're gonna look at themselves in the mirror and say, "Oh yeah, I should moderate and spend some time with my daughter. How about go to these events? Stop. You know what? I'm gonna have a little hot take. Stop letting kids under the age of 18 going to these events by themselves. I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck. They need family time. That's why a lot of people are bitter, because they never got any family time. Spend time with your kids, and if you don't want to spend time with your kids, then don't have them. Simple as that. If you can't protect your kids or spend time with them, don't have them. Just don't fucking have them.
He did not intend
to. And if you have an accident, well, too bad. You have to do your due diligence as a parent. If you don't want to have an accident and you don't want to take care of a kid and you want to protect another person, then how about you keep it in your fucking pants?
For it to say 16.
And to the women watching that also need advice, stop opening your legs.
To 17. But he did post it nonetheless, which means this supposed legal genius might not have looked at the document that he posted. But here is the reason why I will say he probably specifically chose a lot of the word choice, especially in this About You section. I don't know if you have ever tried to get ChatGPT or a lot of these AI generation things to say something mean, but it is really, really hard to get ChatGPT to say something that could be considered bullying. And also on here,
people have done it though. In fact, I've seen people mainly
he's getting into that.
Yeah, like people have done that. They've succeeded.
Yeah,
on the same section, the About You section, it says when it says weight 150 to 225 pounds, I'm sorry that this is a personal preference. I'm sorry, but that is a personal preference. I can't be with someone where I can see her rib cage or with a very large woman. Those are not attractive and are repulsive to me. No offense. That is exactly something.
So you don't like skinny bitches. You either want fat bitches, basically. You either want fat
No, he
hoes.
doesn't want fat bitches either. That's the thing.
So you just want some mid-chubby chick, basically.
Yeah. Or a woman that's reasonably fit.
He doesn't even want women though. He wants kids. So fuck him.
Thing that
and his preference
GPT would not generate in and of itself. It would not say that something is repulsive to it. And a lot of these AIs that have filters against bullying would not say that something is repulsive to it. So I am more inclined to believe that this is not that the word choice being used in here was not generated by AI, that these are things that he told it to say, and it's just the aesthetic design and stuff that was generated by AI.
I don't get it.
I can go with that.
At that height range, that low weight is like even if you go to the highest, right? For a female, I had to translate this to fucking kilos because I do not do pounds. But anyway, that weight,
unless it's your money,
even if you take off like 20, 30 pounds, is still relatively healthy. You start getting close to unhealthy at like
a
that
5'4" woman. A 5'4" woman could be 130 pounds, and you're not seeing her fucking ever physical properties.
I had to skip that because that part got a little boring.
In a partner that you want. You're allowed to restrict your dating pool as much as possible. But the wildness of this guy right here, this motherfucker trying to say that anyone is repulsive to him.
Why is he wearing a man? Y'all make Dragon Ball look so bad. Why do you have to wear a Dragon Ball shirt, you fucking weirdo creep?
Is insane to me. Insane to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. He is a perfectly handsome individual. Yes.
His teeth are worse than a British man's teeth. I've seen your smile, Mammoth, and you have a better smile than this dude.
Even I have a better smile. My teeth
I hate to say this, but even Keir Starmer has a better smile than him.
I know. Even Keir
And his
Starmer-
teeth are gross.
Yeah, his teeth are fucking gross, but even Keir Starmer, the fucking dictator of the UK, has a better smile than this loser.
You know what? I was going to take that as an offense, but I'm surprised my smile is as nice as it is.
Oh,
God. My teeth are not great either. Like, they're poorly aligned.
Oh,
I got a bad
no,
overbite.
Ragnar, no. He wants them. I'm not going to even...
Babes.
I'm not going to even say that because I know some asshole's going to clip it out of context and be like, what the transaction?
It is, to be honest. So yeah.
But to be fair, like I have some problems with my
for
teeth.
you. Now it falls on me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He probably does want them, though. He probably does, and that's why he's fucking weird. That's why it's like Nintendo did the right thing, not hiring this dude as a Pokemon professor. In fact, I hate to go this far, but he may be trying to use that to lure more kids, to groom more kids. Because now that we've seen that shit you're saying about the 16, 17-year-old thing, it's like, what's your real motive? Why are you going as far as to sue? Are you that addicted?
Is he hiding something?
Is he hiding something? Like, are you actually just that?
I genuinely want to believe he's just retarded.
I want to believe he's retarded, and I don't want. And that's the thing. And I just want to say, so far with this video coverage, which I'm not fully through yet, but as far as we're in, yeah, he's fucking weird. But I am not calling him a pedo. I am not making any allegation. This is all Rum making the allegation, not me. I find it weird. I find the fucking statement weird, but to his defense, he could just be a retard and mistyped. So yeah, that's not slander. That's actually giving you the leeway. You're welcome, bitch.
Also, I'm guessing he's doing that because age of consent in Iowa has this weird.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter,
yeah.
And it doesn't matter if there's a loophole. Loopholes exist to basically convince you to do wrong. It's like you shouldn't do wrong.
Oh no, I don't think it's a loophole per se. I think it's just how it works over there in Iowa. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never actually looked.
Wait, how does it? Torun, could you explain how does it work exactly? Because
he talked about how they had it said per parental consent.
Yeah.
There's probably some kind of clause in the law that permits it.
Okay.
Even then, it's like
This guy clearly has researched legal jargon, so he probably knows some shit about it.
So I just want to say this too, right? If it doesn't matter if the law is flawed, if you're a parent giving consent to let your daughter sleep with this man of all people, then you you should be arrested for child abuse. You should have all your children, even your younger. You should have all children taken away from you.
Hey, Triton, can I ask you something though, real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
So, in America though, isn't in my country, right? A lot of people back in the day, and I don't know if this was the case in America, but a lot of people back in the day, they used to get married at 17, 18. Not two 40-year-olds, I'm talking like 17, 18-year-old.
Yeah, that used to be a thing back
Here
even
in the
back
United States, the actual
What's your opinion on that?
marriage is actually 14.
Well, let's just hold on, because this question's going to answer my opinion. Because I have an answer to your question with the question, right? Which one would you rather your daughter get married to, right? Would you rather your 16, 17-year-old daughter get married to another 16, 17-year-old, or her to get married to someone like Kyle Owens?
Yeah, the former, obviously. Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. Because that's the thing. It's like, I'm gonna be real. I don't even think kids should have sex till 18 personally.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. If they fell in real love with the other 16-year-old and they know they're gonna last forever, then it's like it's not that bad. It's not as bad as parents allowing them to marry in fact, a lot of parents that I know would actually rather have that option than the option of Kyle Owens, a 40-year-old faggot, marry their daughter. It's like, bro, really? You want this pedo piece of shit who's not even... That's the thing. He's just doing it because he's a fucking lustful creep that likes children. It's like, ew. Hell no. Hell to the no.
Anyway, can I please talk? I was going to say with parental consent, the lowest age you can get married is 14 here in the United States, or at least it was. It could have been changed.
It's changed now. It's changed now.
That
was like a few years ago, but like I know it's got changed. In fact, here in my state, age of consent is full on 18, and if you...
Oh, that's for sex. I'm talking about marriage.
Oh.
Yeah. You can get married as young as 14 with parental consent.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know why anyone would want to get married that young. And
you shouldn't get married that young. If anything,
what the fuck? USA is India?
I guess. But anyways, let's continue with the video.
It's only with parental consent, dude. You have to be 18 or older to do it without parental consent.
But even then, I doubt a lot of American parents would.
Yeah, most American parents don't even do that.
Yeah, it's only that's the thing.
There's no way they would allow like two 14-year-olds to get married.
Exactly. I hear a lot of background. There you go. Oh, is it this video?
Off teeth, but
tell your friends to turn off the fucking background, you motherfucker.
That's not this.
It's not you guys. It's these motherfuckers in his background. Why are all these sips in your fuck? Well,
it's Mammoth. It's Mammoth's background. I can already tell you that.
We discussed this in the.
Well, Mammoth, we have a friend named Jim who actually knows how to fucking mute. Take some advice from our friend and mute yourself.
Yeah, well, he's got some kind of noise suppression on it. And it's not doing a very good job.
Previous video I did on him. We discussed this in the previous video I did on him. I had a lawyer weigh in on him. I asked the lawyer in his professional opinion if he thought Kyle was gross. The lawyer said yes. We don't need to discuss this anymore.
I just want to put one other thing that you mentioned before about how you think that was done on purpose, and I have something to back it up. He apparently watched the entire video where you talked about it and brought up the fact that it says 16 or 17 as well.
Wait, where did he say that?
It's still there. You said that.
No, you said that where's the proof that he because he has not replied to the video on the side channel yet, and I did not. Did I show this in the main video?
Yes, the second video was you borderline just chatting shit. It was near the end of the first video you mentioned this poster because that was the part where Kirk really went, "What the fuck?"
I think that was the second video, though. I think that was
Was
the
it?
video. That was the video on the side channel. I don't think I brought this because I was specifically.
Yeah, you didn't bring it up in the main channel. You brought it up on your stupid side channel. In fact, I couldn't even find this video yesterday, dickhead.
Hiding this one from Kirk because I sent Kirk the slides ahead of time so that he could do his legal research, so that he could make sure he's talking legally accurately.
Maybe,
but I added this one like in.
By the way, I just want to say I have autism. I am no legal expert. All my opinions are truths, but I am not no lawyer. I'm just some I mean, I know the law, but I ain't no expert. This is literally a opinion from a citizen's point of view. I'm gonna be honest. All these people claiming they're legal experts, no. I only talk about what I know as a citizen. I am not no lawyer. I am not no higher person. I am not no someone in government that knows everything. I just know what the law says, and also know about how companies are not going to hire you if you have a fucking felony, especially in Pokemon professing, teaching, and all of that, because that's the thing. You're putting people's kids in danger by doing that.
Hour beforehand, and I kept hinting at Kurt, there's something really bad at the end of these slides, and he was surprised when I showed it to him in the second video. So I don't think I showed this one in the first video, and I will double check. But I'm waiting for him to reply to the second video, but I'm almost thinking he might not reply to the second, or technically the third video, the video on the side channel, the first video on the side channel. I'm thinking that he might not reply to that one because there's no fucking way to justify this without making yourself look worse.
Unless you just say, hey, I mistyped it. I didn't mean to put that. But even then, it's like, you kept it up. You still have it up. And not only that, but it literally says in parentheses with parental consent, like he knew what he was typing. So technically, that defense doesn't even work because he knew what the fuck he was typing. He knew when he wrote that what he was saying. So yeah, no, he's not just a fucking retard. He's doing it in bad faith on purpose.
Yep.
So he might pretend he didn't see that one. But also, I'm kind of waiting for him to reply to that one and try to justify this shit. But I'm also a little afraid of that because I don't listen, I was in the military, and I was in the field of the military where I saw a lot of darkness. I don't know if I can fully process and understand someone that is this disturbing. He will comment. No, he posted a second video, a second comment later, Castroth, where he said that he watched the whole thing and tried to talk about.
Let me see if there's a comment in this video from him.
I think there's a comment from me on there.
We'll take a look.
How stupid Kirk was.
I'm going to keep the video running and listen while I look for the comment.
And how much he didn't know anything. But a lot of it's just based off of nonsense. It's either him not understanding what Kirk is saying because he's not intelligent enough to do so, despite his self-reported 154 IQ, or he is intentionally doing that thing where he is answering a different question or responding to something different than what was actually said, so that he can basically set himself up a straw man and shut it down immediately, because a lot of what he said wasn't actually a response, to the point where there's a comment that he left where he says in the comment that he left, he says, and I have nothing on my background report or my background check, but in his own court filings that we show in the video, he absolutely has shit on his background check, which is a filing that he sent forward. So in the suing of Nintendo saying there's nothing on my background check, he is also showing the shit that's on his background check because he's a fucking moron.
Again, I don't even know what point he's trying to make though.
But he's
just not allowed to be endorsed by Nintendo. He can still do what he wants to do.
Kirk even directly says that, but we'll get to that in a second because there's something else I want to cover. There is something else I want to cover. Not only is he a misogynist, not only is he an incel, not only is he.
Let's be real. Obviously, misogyny and all that's bad, but I don't really care. I know that's some mental thing. I just laugh at people like that. Oh, I hate all women.
Also, he's kind of racist too.
Well,
it's good.
I think he's just easily influenced, and whatever friend group online he's hanging out with are telling him, "Hey, women are bad. Other races are bad. everything's. But I bet you, I'm not gonna lie. I have
What's
a
funny is
theory.
Runga completely dismantles these arguments by doing research on
And that's the thing.
the video.
I think Kyle has a few people that are normal, but they're like bad fake trolls that are telling him to do all these lawsuits because they see it as funny. Like whoever Kyle's talking to and is telling him to do all this, they're bad fucking friends. Because any good friend that actually cared about Kyle would not be telling him to do this. Would not be telling him to fucking make himself look like this fool. We're not telling him to be racist. We're not, because he's a low functioning artist. He's like a mid functioning artist, and those
maybe we don't know for sure.
I think so. And if he is, he's definitely being influenced by.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because those people don't do shit on their own. Because I know. Because that's the thing. I know about those people.
Chris Chan was the same way. He had people influence him all the time.
In fact, they still influence. They still influence him. He still has people in his ear, and he still listens to them.
A possible vexatious litigant. He might just be a little fucking racist too, because
honestly, I don't even look. I'm gonna be real. He may not be like. There's a lot of autistic people that fall down that pipeline, but it's not because they're truly racist. It's because one of their friends or someone that they're hanging out with or the family or whatever, they're telling them to act this way because autistic people don't hate unless they're told to hate something. They don't hate on their own unless they're told to. And I think he was told to be racist, especially if he's a low function. But yet again, there's some things like he's intelligent on, some things he's not. I don't fucking know what to make of this guy, but we just know he's a fucking crazy piece of shit.
Yeah, because look at this shit. Now, the way this is framed, because he's also very clearly anti-establishment, anti-government in a very sovereign citizen-y type of way.
Hey, I'm anti-establishment and anti-government. What's wrong with it? But you know what's the difference between me and Kyle? I am not out there acting like a fucking dipshit and fucking suing everybody and being weird and saying shit like consent with children. So like, no, I'm not doing that shit. The fuck? That's the difference between me and Kyle Owens, right? Is we are different because I'm not doing the weird shit. I'm not going around suing people. I'm not going around fucking creating havoc on people. I just come on here and say the truth. And when the government does something, I call them out. I don't just go with crazy schizo theories without any evidence.
Yeah, people say you're an easily influenced autist all the time.
Yeah, but I'm not, because if I was, I would be influenced by a lot of those people, because a lot of those people try to, you know how many people that try to influence me to like people like Nicholas Diorio and Tipster? You know, Tipster himself tried to get me to leave him alone back in 2022, and I kept going, and I just criticized him, and then he fucking stabbed me in the back for criticizing him. It's like, that's the thing. It's like these people, they think they control me, but they don't. But they think I'm like Kyle Owens, and I'm not. And this is why I don't like people like Kyle Owens. People like Kyle Owens literally take my talking points, but instead of using evidence with the anti-establishment talking points, he makes autistic people like myself who have these talking points look like shit, because he's using these talking points and look like an idiot and not using them the correct way. He's not providing evidence. He's not providing proof. He's not actually seeming logical. Am I screaming or being honest or being any schizophrenic in this when I'm giving my take on Kyle Owens? No. Worst thing I'm doing is stuttering, because I'm a stuttering retard. But other than that, it's like, even I am more sane. I'm younger too. I'm literally younger than this guy, and I'm not even fully grown yet, and I'm already better at life than him. And it's not because I'm better. It's not because, I'm blessed or whatever. It's because he literally is he could have so much a better life than me right now if he actually, got his shit together in his younger 20s. But instead, he was just on the internet doing Lolsuits, and now he's going to be completely bankrupt.
But
if he lives with his parents, then they need to do something. And if he lives alone or lives with some friend, they need to do, like, whoever is around him needs to do something. All right, Zachary's calling it a night. He said in the private chat, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man, for coming on. You're always welcome back on. In fact, if you're free tomorrow too, we can do another stream tomorrow, because we also got another part to this to cover too. So yeah, and that's the thing. Asmongold. Okay, so you gave your opinion on the Asmongold thing, so I will save it for the Asmongold segment then. Whenever we get final perspectives, I'll just read out your opinion since you gave it. But appreciate your input.
This seems to be largely based around that. Like the goal of this post seems to be based around that. But the word choice he uses in this post is also a lot of racist rhetoric and just wrong, just objectively wrong. And I want to get to that. But he posted something on May 28th at 2:58 p.m. Pop quiz. Place the demographics in fucking quotation marks for some fucking reason in order from highest rate of crime, top to lowest bottom. Men/males, blacks, which is not the way we refer to black people anymore, Kyle. They are persons of color, they are African American, or they are black people, but not blacks.
Kyle Owens must be some goiper or something.
I don't think he's a groper. I think he's actually a libtard. That's the funny part.
He's a racist libtard?
Yes.
That is, bro. They want to say us right wingers are fucking racist, but yet that's the thing.
No. It turns out the leftists are actually way more racist than
because that's the thing. I'll just say this:
they just try to hide it.
I love everyone of all. That's the thing. I don't judge people based on color. I judge people based on actions. And you see, even though me and Kyle Owens have, we're both autistic, we're both white, and all that, you want to know why I'm shitting on him? Because of his actions. It doesn't matter that he's white. It doesn't matter that he's autistic. If you're going to do bad shit, I'm going to call you out. And if you do good shit, I praise you. It's that simple. It doesn't matter what color you are. Actions matters more about race. Actions are what basically identifies a person, because you can't pick what your color is. It's not no video game. What, can you just go and be like, hey, I picked to be black, I picked to be white? Like, you don't do that. You just get born with whatever color God makes you, and you're supposed to be grateful for your color, and you're supposed to also be grateful for other people's rights to exist, and grateful that there's other people that have different opinions on the world. Because guess what?
You're not supposed to see people for their color.
Exactly, because if you want to see the world, if you want to see people as people, then you got to separate. Right? And I know, but I know like some people don't like to hear this, but that's the thing. You got to separate race and the individual. It's what you do defies you. It's not what you look like. It's what you do. In fact, you could be ugly as fuck and still be a good person. In fact, you can be that's the thing. You could be a mid chick, a chick that's like mid, kind of fat, or even fat, and as long as you're nice and shit, I would even, because that's how it should be. Like, you shouldn't judge people based on looks, race, and all that, especially not looks. So that's the thing. I'm gonna be real. A lot of these quote unquote blacks that he referred to, a lot of them look better than him. You know what's crazy? Every black friend that I know, woman and guy, are all better looking than Kyle Owens. All of them. Even some of the ugly ones, which I don't really have that many ugly ones, but still, it's even the ones that are not looking that good. Because that's the thing. I'm not even into dudes. It's I don't rate dudes, but I can still say, hey, they look better than Kyle Owens. At least they don't have a fucking disgusting beard and look like they fucking came out of a cave somewhere. That's another thing too. All these people that like to judge people based on color and race and all that and what they look like look fucking terrible, look fucking worse than the people they're judging. At least the blacks you're calling out don't look like you. At least they don't look like they're gonna fucking touch a kid. At least they actually have values. At least a lot of the black friends that I know are not saying, hey, I want a relationship with a 16, 17-year-old parents and rental consent. It's I'd rather hang out with I'm honestly, that's the thing. I'd rather go into the fucking most dangerous hood in my state than ever be around Kyle Owens. And you know what? I'll even go further. I'd rather let my daughter alone in the hood than alone with Kyle Owens. Because at least some people in the hood would actually protect a child that's running around. Because at least not everyone in the hood is a bad piece of shit. But with Kyle Owens' case, we already know that he's a bad piece of shit and he will fucking just harm anything in his way. And if you leave a child alone with him, well, he said with parental consent that he would harm him. So it's you really trust a guy like that? I don't think so. So yeah, you can hate blacks, Hispanics, women. You can hate all these groups all you want, but these groups that you're hating on are better than you in any way. Even women, bro.
What the fuck are you?
At least a lot of women I know are not going around suing people and fucking being retarded. That's the thing. Some women are retarded. In fact, that's the thing. It is a genetic fact that, you know, women can be retarded than men, but let's be real. Every woman I know is smarter than Kyle Owens, and it's more sane, and it's more funner to be around, because even though they may have crazy bitchy personalities, they're still more tolerable than fucking Kyle Owens.
Unga bunga.
Aside from the statistics, thing is fucking like that's just straight fucking.
He could be saying the nicest things in the world and referring to them as blacks, and it would still come off as racist. Like it's
that's kind. I mean, I kind of disagree. That's the thing. Just because, I've seen black people refer to black people as blacks. I've seen Myron Gaines, Tommy Sotomayor call themselves blacks. So it's like, are you going to call those people racist?
Whales, and then public officials, cops, judge, politicians.
Well, just because I make that comment, like that's the thing. It's like I don't agree with Kyle Owens.
Honestly, it's more disrespectful than racist.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, but it's like you can't call out the black people that refer to themselves as blacks. Maybe if I did it, right? Because I'm not black. Maybe you can call me one.
Yeah.
But people like Tommy Sotomayor and Myron Gaines, like you can't call them racist. Especially when they're talking about their own damn selves.
Correct answer. Go on. Sorry.
What makes it worse, though, that whole post is.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. Rum is right here, though, that Kyle is doing it in a hateful way, and I don't support that. Like, I don't support hating people. That's the thing. It's like I feel like in times like these, where there's a lot of issues with like the government, gaming industry, unity is very important, and we shouldn't be hating each other based on race, based on colors, based on looks, based on even sexuality, because that's the thing. It's like, we can all have our own preferences and agreements and disagreements on all that topics and stuff, but the bigger picture is to make sure in the video game industry, to make sure that these woke video game companies don't completely take over all of our video games and basically kill video games. And in the political side of things is to basically stop Israel and the opposition from gaining control of the government with their influences like they already have. And it's like, we got to keep combating those two things. And it's not just, that's the thing. It's not just Israel. It's like in the gaming thing, like there's so many issues, there's so many things. In fact, the woke thing's a problem. There's so many different problems. But I feel like instead of just fighting over race, gender, and all this dumb shit, we need to fight over shit that matters. Like the Epstein stuff. Like, that's not even a conspiracy at this point. The FBI has admitted that they covered this shit up, and they've made redactions and all that. It's like, that shit we should be united on. Shit like that. The Epstein shit, the failure of the Trump administration, the corruption of the video game industry by all the woke companies that are trying to censor everything, trying to remove pretty women from the video games, trying to remove all this type of stuff, remove free speech, remove good story, and replace it with feminism and woke shit. And we got to be united against that. We got to all be united against that. And yet Kyle Owens rather just, instead of focusing on the message, he had to focus on race and gender. It's like, that shit don't matter. That's the thing. There are tons of black people that agree with me. There are tons of women that agree with me on this video game shit. They would probably agree with you if he wasn't such a jackass.
Most likely AI generated. Right?
That's another thing too. He probably hates him too because no girls ever wanted to talk to him. And that's the thing. That's your own damn fault. You can't hate women because you are a disgusting piece of shit. Stop being a disgusting piece of shit. Shave off that beard. Wear some nice clothing and stop looking like a slob and an autistic retard in your 40s. Then you would actually get some bitches. Because there's so many like autistic people I know that are like 40 that can get girlfriends and stuff because they shave off the beard.
I mean, I'm 35.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Funny thing is, my girlfriend actually wants me to grow a beard, and I can't because of my job.
Yeah, but she probably want you to grow a beard like Kyle Owens' beard.
Oh no, that beard's unkempt and messy. I wouldn't want a beard that thick anyway. It bothers me.
In fact, seeing people like Kyle Owens just makes me hate beards. That's why I shave all the time. That's why you barely see me with the beard. And if it does, like I don't let it get that bad because I don't want to look like that.
Yeah.
And I just have nightmares of me looking like that. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna look like that.
I try to shave at least once a week.
That's what I do. I try to shave once a week because my beard fucking grows back like every fucking like literally the next day it'll grow back, and I'm like, yeah. I'm just lazy, so I don't really like want to. But I'm probably gonna shave either tonight or tomorrow.
Section probably isn't
because it's
manually
inaccurate.
Go there and edit it.
Yeah. But so like, and we'll get to that here in a second. He says public officials. He goes on. Police officers are the most sued people in America for criminal acts. That's probably not true, but I didn't bother pulling those statistics because that's not one of the.
Isn't he suing police department himself? Aren't you a fucking hypocrite? You're literally suing one of the police departments yourself, asshole.
Oh, it gets better. Runga actually combats his statement with actual facts he digs up doing research.
No, yeah, but I'm combating his statement already with my research because that's the thing. From my research, it seems like you have sued police departments and you're suing like multiple of them. So it's like, aren't you part of the problem too? Like you're literally part of the fucking problem.
Care about.
No, but don't you? You literally have, and I don't care, and I don't. That's the thing. I don't care about like if someone has a felony or not, unless like some pedo monster. But you have a fucking felony, so why are you even bitching about black crime? You literally have a fucking felony, bro. You can't even bitch about it because you literally have a felony. You're literally no better than them. You're just as bad as them. In fact, there's a lot of black friends I know that don't even have felonies like you. So every black friend that I know is better than you because they're not fucking criminals. Yes, people, not every black person is a criminal. Oh, yeah, that's so hard to believe. Yeah, that is true. I know several of them. In fact, I got a few of them in my Discord, like Lil Brock and shit. Formerly Jalen. Like, there's a few of them. This thing, there's a lot of black friends I have that are not criminals. So it's like, but yet you're a criminal, you have a felony, and they don't. So it's like, here's the real problem in America. Is it them or is it the one with the felony?
I'm not going to go ahead.
If you talked about ones with felonies and you would have a point, but it's like you're labeling all of them as one group. It's like, I know several of them that don't have felonies. I know several of them that don't commit crimes like that.
I didn't defend public officials, especially with everything that's going on.
In fact, I don't even have a black friend. A lot of my friends have criminal records, like for like assault and shit, are literally white or Hispanic. I don't even have any black friends with criminal records.
The government right now?
Again, it's because they're bigger targets, so obviously that's going to be the case. Anyway, continue.
Also, I'm willing to bet they are not one. You don't sue people for criminal.
I'll be back for a second. Just yap during the stream.
God damn it. I hate when he puts me on the spot like that. So, chat, what's up? Saw any good movies recently?
Hey, Torrin, I know what we could talk about. Let's talk about how Faust has like multiple versions of herself.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Like, I don't know which one's my favorite yet, but like I'd have to say that the ones I would like, the dimensions and stuff like that, and the
Mirror
I forgot how it goes. Basically, different Faust, right?
Yep.
Alternate realities, is it?
They're called mirror worlds.
Mirror worlds, yeah. The one that I like the most is the one that people keep making fucking fan art of. As of right now, I forget which one that one is.
I mean,
I
there's a
mean-
few of them that get lots of fan art.
Did this one have like pigtails? I think. Trying to remember.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
We'll talk about this later, Jim.
That's
talk about
fine.
what I miss.
Oh, we were talking about a Limbus Company character.
Yeah, Limbus.
Acts. You sue people for civil acts. You sue someone for a tort, for a civil act, not for a criminal act. You press charges for a criminal act. So he's getting the word choice wrong, despite the fact that he's a legal genius. You could say
supposed legal genius. That's the thing. I'm a civilian. I'm not even a legal genius.
I mean, he's done his research to some extent because he knows like certain legal terms and shit.
Yeah, but Torn, here's what you don't understand, right? Also, Jim, you're fucking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's
I think you just
happening.
plugged it into Chat GPT. Hey, what's this legal term? Stupid shit. And
It
ask
sounded like there
ChatGPT
was. It
questions.
sounds like there was Iranian missiles being fired at Jim's house. Hopefully, he's okay. But yeah, what are you saying, Torn?
I was saying, I think some of his knowledge comes from Chat GPT, and it's probably incorrect.
That's why he's a dumbass. ChatGPT is not even great. It's not even the best tool. That's why he's a fucking dumbass.
Also, sorry,
retard.
I'm eating pretzels. That's
No,
if
you're
you hear any
good.
rustling noises.
All right, so just can you mute if you're not talking, just so I don't go crazy? Because I'm not like Ragnar. I'm not gonna look. Okay, not right. Oh yeah, not Ragnar in the chat, but this guy. Why do you say his name? Did I just call him Rum? Hello?
Runga.
Oh, Runga.
You know, like Unga Bunga, but with an R.
Oh, Runga. Okay, yeah, Runga is his name. And I've left him a comment too, so he should be watching the stream because I told him that we're covering it.
suing people for the civil tort that is tied to the criminal act for like.
I'm gonna try to interview Runga though, because I like a few of his coverages. In fact, we reacted to a few of his videos, and I would love to talk about the whole Kyle Owens situation with him. So I'm gonna try to.
Since there's theft, which is a criminal act, but then there's conversion, which is the civil version of the criminal act theft. But either way, that's just semantics of word choice, which he should understand if he's a professional litigant.
It's just a retard. What I was gonna say earlier too, it's like he's only doing the research and using stuff that makes him look good, and he doesn't ever use stuff that makes him look bad. And whenever he finds something bad that like basically disproves his arguments, he just basically, just pretends that doesn't exist and only goes with the legal stuff that makes him look bad. Like he only basically presents half of the information and not the other half. He says, "Oh yeah, he presented illegally that in America, you can't just not hire people with criminal records, but however, in certain professions, you're allowed. In fact, you have to do that. Like in teaching, you're required to do that. If you're around kids, like if you're around something that it puts risk in people's lives, you actually have to follow that protocol. And that's something that Kyle Owens didn't understand. Is that that's the thing, is Nintendo has to follow the protocol of, hey, you have a felony, we can't let you at this event. They could probably hire him as a developer or like anything else because they're not putting kids in danger, and if something comes out, they could just fire hthey didn't allow him around kids, they just allowed him to do like technical work. That ain't gonna get them as much trouble. But with the whole Pokemon Professor situation, the fact that he was basically, going to be interacting with kids, and then with the statement that we learned about today, it's like, Nintendo has a right to tell you, even legally too, to tell you, hey, you can't hire you because of the background, because it puts them at risk. Because if they hire him on, and he does something, and he offends as a felon, right? As a felon, then Nintendo can get a lot of trouble. If someone that has no criminal record offended, all Nintendo has to do is just fire that person, apologize to the family, and make sure that don't happen again, right? It's not as bad because they didn't know. They had no knowledge that he's going to do it because they had no criminal record. But with someone with a criminal record, it's like, that's a little different because you have a record of him doing shit, whatever he's done, and you don't want that around, Nintendo. And the fact that he's saying that he wants relationships with like, minors with parental consent. It's like, yeah, that's just not. Nintendo has a right. In fact, if I was running Nintendo, I would tell him fuck off, and I would fucking countersue him for trying to violate my rights of rejecting him. Because guess what? Especially if you're a liability, we're gonna stop you. And I feel like companies have a right to stop liabilities.
Definitely not a big deal in league.
I hate that I even have to defend Nintendo in this instance, because I don't like Nintendo. You guys know I criticize Nintendo all the time. But it's just one of the instances where I have to defend and sweep for them.
I told otherwise.
Sweep, like I just have to. The truth is just on their side for once.
Views matter.
No.
You can just do whatever you
it's
want.
definitely not like one of the most important fucking things. Judges across America are the second highest demographic of pedophiles. Fucking prove it. Like you are.
Wait, whoa. You're gonna call judges pedophiles, but then you're gonna say you want to have sex with like minors with parental consent. What is wrong with you? What is this hypocrisy? What is this shit? What is this dumb hypocrisy? And I like how Ragnar, like how he's destroying the fuck out of Kyle Owens' arguments. And he's right. Why the fuck? Especially when we caught you earlier saying that statement, you have no right to call anybody else pedos. And not only that, but I'm gonna be real. As a Christian, I hate to admit this, but there are more pedophile cases with priests and teachers than with judges, bro. In fact, judges handle adults a lot of the time. Yeah, they handle kids sometimes, but mostly they handle adults. So it's like, how are judges basically the top offending pedos when they don't even have access? So I had to tell him goodbye because he's going out of town for a little bit because he has to go fix his car at his hometown. But anyways, that means I can be a little louder too.
This is I think the only saving grace he has here.
Priests.
Probably.
Sorry, joke.
It's Republicans.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Look, I'm a Christian, and there are some priests that are not all priests are like that. In fact, there's a few bishops that I like, but a lot of priests are like that, and there's more priest reportings than there are judge reports. Yeah, I'm sure there are pedo judges because that's the pedos come into all these fucking positions and shit, right? But the priests and the teachers thing, they are more worse. They are more of a problem than
It's Republicans win at Republican national conventions because they shut Grindr down. I'm not necessarily saying they're pedophiles, but I am saying a lot of them are deeply closeted. But again, you have to prove these statements, and I think he's towing a lot of lines here where he's getting really, really close to saying things that he legally could be punished for. Many of these stories.
See, you think if he was a legal genius and he knew what the fuck he was doing, that he wouldn't be saying shit that gets him in trouble and fucking ruins all of his cases and creates more cases. So all he's doing is just getting himself in more and more trouble. And by the end of this, if he keeps on with it, he's going to go back to fucking jail and get more felonies. Oh, yeah, you want to get more felonies because you're an asshole?
Yeah, what's funny? If any of these cases involve someone of an alternate race, all the defendant has to do is say, sir, this person has a racial bias. I would request this case be dismissed.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
Out of the media, but luckily we have folk fighters on YouTube who are reporting real news. So he's not. I don't know who folk fighters are. I don't even want to look it up. I don't want. I might look it up later. I'm not going to do that now because I have no clue what unhinged shit they're going to say. So I'm not doing that on stream. But he's directly saying he's not giving his fucking evidence from any actual veritable source. He's getting it from some random YouTube asshole.
Probably a YouTube asshole and some trolls that are in his ear, either in his Discord, Twitter, or whatever he's using.
And ChatGPT, probably.
And ChatGPT. See, it's all free. It's ChatGPT, some YouTube asshole, and some fucking trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I looked up.
And that's the thing. I want either him or one of his troll buddies to come in and try to defend this shit. You're just a hater of Carl Owens. You're a fucking troll piece of shit that enables this fucking behavior. And all these people that are in Carl Owens' Discord or like supporting this dude, telling this dude he's doing nothing wrong. All the few
Have
people
we confirmed he even has a Discord?
I mean, I just assume he does because he looks like a Discord freak. But even then, he definitely has some form of group chat where he's playing this shit out with all the trolls. Because I just know how autistic people are. They need that little hug box. They need that little box where they can go in and just talk to people about the little plans. And he's planning all the shit out with these fucking trolls. And I bet you these trolls are telling him what to do. Watch me be vindicated on this. Watch go do more research into it. And I'm gonna do research into it too. I'm gonna try to find his Discord. I'm gonna try to see more about this guy, and we'll be doing more episodes covering this guy with the research. And when we cover stuff, I'm gonna also expose more research I got. So I've been also kind of researching this. That's the thing. This guy has no fucking case. All these cases he's gonna fucking lose.
A lot of judges that have been removed and why they've been removed, confirming many of the reports in these YouTube news stories by average Joe Schmoes making these videos from home that news companies will not cover. I can say a bunch of random shit, dude. I can say a bunch of random shit does not mean any of the shit that I'm saying is real. And then he says,
"No, that, but prove it. Why don't you show the videos? Why don't you do a stream reacting to these videos and shit? Like, prove it." Because to me, it seems like priests and teachers are way worse of a threat. Because that's the thing. It's not because
they interact with kids a lot more every day too. That's
Look,
the thing.
Being a priest and being a teacher is not bad, okay? And when I say that, but it's just that's the thing. These freaks take these positions and abuse these positions. Why? Because these positions have connections to kids, and that's why they use these positions. Judges don't really have connections to kids like that. Some kids, yeah, but not as many, not as open, not as easy.
Ben, who has their mic open and is picking up what I'm saying?
Yeah, fucking asshole. Mute your fucking mic, you little piece of shit. I'm kidding. That's just...
Told you it's just like our chat.
Blah, blah, blah.
But hey, Rum's nicer than me because I actually bitch about it. I do it to everybody. Dan, Zachary, you. I'm like, hey, mute yourself. Because I ain't trying to have someone bitch and be like, Treyton's background. Treyton's having tech issues. No, my tech is fine. It's just these guys have background noises. For some reason, Iran keeps trying to strike Jim's house every time.
He handles it a bit like Digny does. That's what's funny about it.
I try to handle it like Digny sometimes. So like when it gets annoying, I'm just like, bro. But I will handle it sometimes, like, because that's the thing. Let's be real. Jim's just having all these missiles strike down his house, and it's like, what did you fucking do? What did you do, man?
Me?
Oh yeah, it's whenever your mic opens, it's picking up what I say. It doesn't matter. I'm hearing a slight echo. When you type, your noise gate is low enough that your typing is being picked up by your mic.
If it's my typing, that's fine.
Yeah,
I can fix that.
Yeah. But then he says,
stop pulling a Torrent and typing.
But I love to type.
Number 2 is men males. This, of course, ties into disproportionate law enforcement. Mercy on women by judge and police, mostly for sexual favor. Oh my fucking God, I didn't even see that part. Mercy for women, man. Mostly for sexual favors. Older, this is fucking insane. How did I miss that? I think I was just too overtaken by the third one. This fact actually alludes to number 1 above on why this demographic technically comes after.
What the fuck is he even, man? This guy's cuckoo than Cocoa Puffs.
Public officials. Sure, dude. Let's see.
Also the third one, too. Because let's see. The second one, man, of course, is Mercy on Women by police and judge mostly. Man, you're the one that's a sexual freak, so shut the fuck up. And this one, blacks make up 96% of the crime in America, but the population is less than 18%. Most all of them are men. That's why they come below me. I'm sorry, but I can name, which I'm not going to because a lot of these people are private people, but I can literally...
By doing this, he's just making them seem less than white men.
I can literally... That's the thing. I can literally name I could literally name like 10 to 11 black folks, just black, because he's talking about black men specifically. I can literally name 11 to 12 black dudes.
Oh no, he's referring to blacks.
I know.
Plural.
But let me finish my point. All right. He says that black people commit the most crime, right? I can literally name 11 blacks that I know IRL that have not committed a single crime and have no felony. But wait, this guy on the other hand has a fucking felony. So why is he bitching about racism? Why is he basically being racist and saying, oh, blacks are committing all the crime? You have multiple felonies, you fucking idiot. You have felonies and misdemeanors. You literally have a criminal record. You are literally part of the fucking problem. You are literally a criminal. You are a criminal trying to lump all blacks into the black criminal gangs. It's like, no, not all blacks are criminals, you fucking idiot. And definitely not 96%, because like I said, I can name 11 to 12 that I know personally. Hold on, let me finish. I can name 11 to 12 of them that I know that have committed no crime whatsoever. They don't even have a fucking misdemeanor. Their records are cleaner than yours. So you need to shut the fuck up about this shit. This is the problem. It's like, I can understand, like, if someone's like in a big city and all they see is like crime committed by gangs and they don't really like know, like, I can understand like having, but he don't even live in a no big city. He doesn't even see black crime. He just trying to grift off of social media, and it's just like, bro, you're literally a criminal. You're literally worse than a lot of black people. In fact, I'd rather have a black gangster babysit my daughter than your fucking weird ass. That's how bad you are, bro. I'd literally rather have a gangster that fucking killed like 40 people babysit my kids. At least I know those kind of people have morals to not go after kids. Unlike you fucking weird pervert creep.
Evidence.
And yeah, I'm not gonna call you no fucking pedo or nothing because I know you're gonna try to sue. I ain't claiming shit. I'm just using the facts against you. And the fact is, you are a weird pervert. That's not slander. You are weird. That's not, calling you weird is not fucking slander. So try it. Try to sue me for calling you weird, bitch.
Let's see the actual evidence, Kyle.
Also, is there any more like bombshells or information in this?
He gets into the research. He looks up the statistics to actually.
So now you're just
disprove him.
All right,
diving deeper into
we'll watch it, but once he's done disproving him, we'll go to the other topic.
Your misogyny, which is not going to fucking help you here with your dating. Although you might be able to convince a 16 to 17-year-old that you are more intelligent than average people, and they might trust you if you do what.
See, that's how low this guy is. He literally has to convince a 16, 17-year-old to basically get with them because he knows that they're immature. That's how you know this guy's fucking disgusting. He's a disgusting human being. Super disgusting. And by the way, there should be no parent that ever lets this dude around their daughter. Ever. And if you do, then you are a horrible parent and you don't deserve to have kids. Piece of shit. Because every parent I know would fucking say, hell no, get the fuck away from my daughter, you fucking creep.
Would a reasonable person would assume that you're attempting to do and grooming a 16 or 17-year-old. Yeah, you might be able to convince them that you're right about all this. But once they grow up a little bit,
even then, I don't even think you convinced them because that's the thing. When I was 16, 17 years old, I wouldn't fall in line with that. And there were people my age that were 16, 17 years old when I was, and they wouldn't fall in that line either. So it's like, yeah, not even us teenagers. That's the thing. I've only been out of high school for 3 years, so I still know how kids this generation kind of act because I used to be one until, now. But it's like, that's the thing. I've only been out of high school for 3 years, and that's the thing. Even back in high school, no one in my class would ever fall in line and say that. Don't get me wrong. They said a lot of stupid, dumb shit, brainwash shit that I just wanted to blow my head out over. But they'll never be this fucking brainwashed. Like, I'd rather just relive all the fucking brainwash all the fucking, stupidity of high school than ever sit down in the same room with Kyle Owens. By the way, Candace Owens should sue Kyle Owens just because he tried to take her last name. By the way, that's a joke, obviously.
They're not. And then 3.
Well, imagine she did that. Imagine Candace Owens sued this guy for taking her last name and he got sued over a stupid reason. Karma's a bitch, isn't it?
Where it gets to him being racist, blacks, which make up about 96% of the crime in America, but the population is less than 18%. Almost all of them are men, so that's why they actually come below men. The use of the word, that's why they actually come below men, is like, isn't it surprising that blacks commit less crimes than men? Ha ha ha! Because effectively, this is not the right.
Well, guess what? You're the one with the criminal record, and there are many black folks I know that don't have criminal records. So yeah, in the fucking, not even the single digits, in the double digits. Like I know a lot of them that don't have criminal records. So yeah, you can go fuck yourself, buddy.
Way to do statistics anyways.
And I know like crime like that in big cities is bad, but like just overall in the whole world, it's like here it's like, and where I live, black crime's not even a thing. Yeah, there are, everyone of all colors. Like, what's crazy? The gangs that commit the crimes in like, in the cities where I'm at, it's the blacks, whites, and Hispanics all working together. They're all helping each other rob banks. They're all helping each other go after the ops. All these races in my state are joining together to basically, be rebellious.
Comparing to groups that might intersect in that way, because men, there are black men, so you can't compare men and black because, yeah. But also, he's saying 96% of the crime. So,
yeah, he's the criminal.
Here's the challenge I'm putting out to you, Kyle. Either you are stupid and you're really, really dumb and fall for propaganda incredibly easily, or you are a racist that is intentionally spreading propaganda based on lies. Because here I brought up the FBI's Crime Data Explorer. And I had it go through the last 5 years. This is something that the FBI publishes on a yearly basis of basically the crime statistics in the United States. We're going to go down to arrestee race. We're going to look at the total number. That total number right there of crimes committed in America across all races that were, arrests in America across all races is 33,038,318 over the last 5 years. 21.289.681 of those, so roughly 66% of them, are white. So just the basic math, there is not 96% of the population left.
See, that's the thing. It's like the reason why there's a whole red pilling of black crimes, because you got white people that live in Chicago, like Nick Fuentes, and all they know is Chicago, right? So they think that black crime is bad over all of America, and that's just simply not true. Just because it's bad in one area, it doesn't mean it's bad in the other areas. It's bad in Chicago, but it's not because they're black. It's because Chicago is just a bad area. But yeah,
Not
it's
just
like
that. A lot of it has to do with hood culture too.
Hood culture. That's the thing. Hood culture is really bad in Chicago, and that's why you see it's not because it's black versus white. It's because hey, there's a lot of hood culture, a lot of hood rats that go to Chicago. And that's why you can't even walk around. That's why you can't even be white and walk around without getting shot, because the hood rats will kill you. They even have some white hood rat recruits that do it with them. It's not race. It's all about behavior and actions. Race has nothing to do with it.
Left over to be black people committing those crimes. So that statistic is inherently wrong. But let's go ahead and look at the actual data. So we're going to take.
You know what's crazy too? A lot of these black or African Americans, like they don't know this, but a lot of them have like 2-3% white, and same with the whites. A lot of us whites have like 3-4% black in them. We don't even know. So it's like technically we're every race, because technically humans are all connected. We're all connected in some way, because we all have, like, if we keep going back in history, time like ancestor after ancestor, and you eventually go up to the very first of the family tree.
I'm actually a bit disappointed there isn't a statistic for Hispanics on that list.
I think they are the unknown.
Probably. They're probably lumped in there with the unknowns.
9,615,009 crimes that are arrests that were of Black or African American men, or Black or African American people in general. We're going to divide that by 33,330, but the fucking appropriate numbers. So let's take.
And that's the thing too. It's like these people have to understand. Not everywhere in America is Chicago. Like there are. That's the thing. Like here in my state, everyone's fucking committing the crimes, and they all do it together. No one rats each other out, especially in the hoods. Like that's the thing. Like that's just how it is. Like there ain't no race war going on in my state. In fact, why do you think there's a lot of black people actually saying they want to vote for James Fishback and shit? Because there's not really much of a race war going on here.
This number right
Black crime stuff is mainly in Chicago.
Here. Let's make sure I'm getting
It's not because of black, it's because of, like Torrance said, the hood culture. Hood culture is really bad in Chicago. And because of the hood culture in Chicago, that's why blacks get labeled so bad, because Chicago is just what's labeling them, because the hood culture
Well, it's
is
not
so
just
bad.
Chicago, it's a number of places in the U.S.
It's not
like
places,
really
but Chicago's the worst.
It's really
Yeah,
bad in
Cali's
Cali.
bad too. But Chicago's the worst of them all, because all the hood rats and all the gangs, they all migrated to Chicago, and a lot of the gang headquarters that make branches to all these other cities across the country, a lot of the gang headquarters are in Chicago. So that's why there's a lot more hood rats and stuff, because a lot of their headquarters reside in Chicago. Because Chicago, the cops are so corrupted where they don't even arrest these gangbangers. They just let them shoot each other. And the mayor's a piece of shit too, and allows it and doesn't give a fuck.
Accurate. It's not going to let me
Because
type it
it would
there.
be racist to
So I'm just
arrest
going to
them
do
because
that.
he's a libtard.
9,615,009. We're going to divide that number by.
You can actually trust the source too, because it's the FBI's
divide
criminal
by
database.
33038,318. We get 29%. That is a massive difference from 96%. So Kyle, you are either an idiot that is.
See that, and that's the thing. It's like, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, where's the number so low? It's because, like I said, not everywhere is Chicago, not everywhere is LA,
comparison
not
to
everywhere.
what you would think, that number is still pretty high.
No, that number is high, but it's like it's not as high as Kyle Owens was saying.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
was. And you know,
Let's
where
round it
most
to, up to about 30%. So yeah.
you want to know where most of that comes from, though. It comes from places like Chicago, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, even New York City. Like it comes a lot. I bet you most of that is all from those cities. Most of that
I wouldn't be
statistics is
surprised.
from, like I bet you, if you
Maybe
looked at
like places that have a large number of large, population of like African Americans, like down south, have that issue too. It's not like it's situated in one area, but at the same time, yeah, it's not as big a number as he's saying.
Yeah, and it's not that big of a deal. Not only that, but like I said, I can know he can't even if the number was high, right? You can't judge him. You're just as bad as him because you're a criminal yourself. It's like me saying, hey, Torin, I don't want to be your friend anymore because you're autistic. Aren't you going to say, oh, wait, but you're autistic as well? That's why we're friends. Like,
yeah.
Like, that's
so stupid.
Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. It's like, bro, you're literally no different than these people. You are a criminal yourself, so therefore, you have no right to judge anybody, any group, anything. You have no right to judge them at all.
Incapable of actually.
I don't even judge them. I don't even have a criminal record. See, I don't even have a criminal record, and I ain't going to come up here and judge them. I mean, yeah, do I like the crimes? Do I like the hood crimes and all that in these cities? No, I do not. But at the same time, it's like, I'm going to be real. You want to know what's crazy? Guess what? Guess what group supported us in the march? Even though we were only like 4 people. Like
Hood
in the
rats?
march. Yes.
That's crazy.
Hood rats, normal black people, that's saying some white people support us, but it's mainly black people. It's mainly like the black community. And that's the thing.
crazy,
And that's the thing too. It's like we even told them we were America first. They even call us racist and none of that. It's like even they believe in all that. They don't believe in the white identity shit, and they know we're not white identity because I don't believe in that bullshit. But they agree with us on the issues of no foreign wars, arresting the ones that take foreign bribes, and especially feeding the homeless, because that's the thing, because they know that a lot of the gang stuff happens in their community because a lot of those hood rats end up being homeless, and a lot of these gang leaders take these homeless people in and and say, hey, we can give you a better life. If you join us, we can give you a better life. And that's why a lot of hood rats end up becoming gangsters. It's not because of color. It's just because the hood culture is. There's even some white homeless people that join gangs because, they don't want to be like, they don't want to just sit on the street and sleep and waste their lives. Like, you know what? If I can't get a home.
There's been a few cases where a bunch of bums made a gang of homeless people.
Oh yeah, there are a few. In fact, I know there was one case where one of the homeless gangs was actually partnered with actual like hood gangs as well, and they basically gave them resources and stuff. And it's like, wow, like now you got the gangs and homeless people working together. It's like, yeah, shit's just gonna get so real to the point. Because that's the thing. In a few towns where we've traveled in, hood rats and the KKK have basically taken over a lot of towns in Georgia because of all. Because you know what's crazy? The KKK and the hood rats in Georgia are all uniting with each other. You want to know why? Because of the same issues we're marching for America. We're basically, they unite on,
Yeah,
no
from what I understand, the
wars.
KKK isn't even really focused on black people anymore.
They're not. In fact, a lot of them ended up joining them because you want to know why? Because the issue is the government. And that's the thing. They realized, wait a minute, black people are not the enemy. We were misled by the government. Because the government used to spread this whole shit to begin with. And then finally the KKKs have woke up and realized, wait a minute, we can't hate people based on color. The government's more of an enemy than these people. And the government's doing the same thing to us, to these people. So we all got to unite. And that's why, racism is dying. Because a lot of people understand that unity is important.
The leftists would have you believe, though, that it's not. That's the crazy
Search and understand.
See, you want to know why racism does even? You know why a lot of people, why a lot of the blacks are teaming up with the KKKs and stuff? Because they hate these fucking leftists. Still like, hey, these people are worse than you. Yeah, you make jokes.
Yeah, they
people
pretend to be like for them, but they're actually just using them as a shield to project and basically hide what they're really doing.
You know what's crazy too? It's like you know how the KKK and the blacks and the black people are thinking. They're thinking like, hey, we have a common enemy. We don't need to be fighting with each other. We got a common enemy. We got a bigger threat that's a threat to both of us.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of them are teaming up. Why do you think a lot of blacks or a lot of black men or young men in general, not just black, but why do you think a few young men from the black community are becoming Quakers? It's not because they believe in white supremacy. You think that? No, they still like their people. They still love their family. They're just uniting with Quakers on certain issues because they realize that this shit's getting so bad to the point where we all need a unity of all races. We need all Americans. It doesn't matter what your race or color is. We need all Americans to unite with each other, and that's why you see all these groups uniting. But yet you've got people like Kyle Owens that still wants to play into that division.
Statistics and not falling for racist propaganda, or you are actively admitting to being a racist that is intentionally spreading misleading propaganda based on lies. One way or the other. So that was the one thing I wanted to talk about.
See, and he is. And he's basically trying to help spread division.
But then Mammoth here gave me the joy of some comment he left on one of one of Kyle's videos. Now, one of the things that I love that's been happening in the comments is Kyle keeps trying to promote his own shit in my comments. Like half the comments he leaves that are especially the bigger comments are
no, we don't like you. We hate you. Don't, and
This
that's
is some Joshua Putman
This is literally imagine Joshua Putman and Kyle Owens just randomly become friends, or we find out that they've been friends the whole time.
You know, now I kind of think about it, they kind of look similar.
They literally do. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to mention that for you, because since he's already mentioned, I might as well just burst a bubble. Hey, enjoy your fucking attention, loser. But yes, that Kyle Owens reminds me of Joshua Putman. That's also why I rather trust a black gangster with my daughter than these fucking people, because at least I know like the gangster's gonna have somewhat of morals and fucking, you know, defend the kid and fucking kill for the kid, right? Because they're like, hey, we just want to steal money, we just want to, you know, benefit ourselves. A lot of them don't fucking hurt innocent kids. A lot of them just fucking, you know, hurt each other. And some of the times, like, you know, when you see like children being killed in Chicago, you want to know who's killing them? Not adults. Other kids. Other kids are killing them. So people, actual gangsters like in the 40s, I've met some, they don't believe in killing kids. They don't believe in that shit. They really
Sometimes,
don't.
though, I've heard that
Some of them do because they're just fucked up individuals.
Well, not just that. Also, fights. Sometimes the kids get caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, that too. Also, I'm getting caught. Because I'm currently live. Otherwise, I join. All right, let's continue with this.
Him talking about, you should check out this video where I talk about this, or I'm going to be streaming this, or I'm going to be playing.
Hey, if you'd link me to a video, just know, Kyle Owens, if you try to do that in my comment section, I will roast your content. So don't do it. I will roast you. I will bully you. I will make you wish you never came on this channel. So if you're watching, you better just let me say what I have to say about you, because I will literally shit on you harder.
This, and I'm working on this. You should check out my stuff. Kyle, my audience fucking hates you.
Yep, I'm one of them, and I agree. I hate you, and that's the thing. You know what? I'll do a poll and see if my audience hates you, because I don't want to just say that, right? I want to get statistics. I'm a real motherfucker that will show statistics, right? Let's see. We'll start a poll. Do we love or hate Kyle Owens? Love, hate. The poll is up. Go vote in the YouTube poll. Do we love or hate Kyle Owens? Make sure y'all hit the like button too.
They're not.
Second that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can speak for like them pretty accurately.
Don't worry, I'm showing statistics, and I'm sure we have similar audiences, so that's the thing. I'm actually going to show Kyle Owens if he ever comes, because that's the thing. I like to show statistics, and you ain't going to come promote your shit to a bunch of people that don't like you. And that's the thing. If you lose the poll, then I ain't letting you promote shit. But if you actually win the poll and some of my audience actually do like you, then I find them weird. But hey, you never know.
In that the vast majority, I would say almost 100%, maybe 100% of them that have watched anything about you fucking hate you. So I don't know what advertising goal you're trying to have here, but here's what I think it is. Because
maybe he's trying to advertise to the critics that don't like them, maybe.
If you're the one that figured this out, apparently he set his comments, or he tries to set his comments so that you have to be subscribing to him for a week in order to comment on it. So I think
he does it on a per video basis, but at the
no, he's basically trying to use your audience for some free subs. Come on,
he's basically grifting.
He's basically grifting, trying to. Yeah, if you want to shit talk me, you need to subscribe. Honestly, that does sound kind of base though, because like that's how you basically get bait the trolls.
Because I was,
I don't know
for some reason, published that video when I was at work, like just starting work.
What's up?
I don't know if you remember YouTube back when it had actual personal messages, like DMs.
YouTube had DMs?
Yeah, it did a long time ago. I remember there used to be a thing where people would go sub for sub.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they used to do that in my comments. In fact, I kind of ran with that on Twitter as like a joke. Hey, sub for sub, because I used to reply to those accounts, but sub for sub, give me sub. You're asking these people for sub. I need your subscribers. You sub to me. I used to
Yeah, that's what
basically
this reminds me of, the old days of YouTube.
I'm not gonna lie, some of that stuff was funny because I never really did it to random people. I used to do it to the people that say every time I saw sub for sub, I'd be like, sub. I would go to them like when I go to other people, I'm like, hey, sub for sub. Am I right? Winky face.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been on a forum, but basically YouTube's old message system worked like that, where you message someone on the forum.
I've been on YouTube. I know like DMs, like I know like they were talking about doing them, but I never thought they actually had DMs in place.
Oh no, they removed them a long time ago. Back when they removed the friend system.
Let me guess. This didn't last long because I don't remember the friend.
Oh no, it was like the old days of YouTube.
Oh, this was before I was even around.
Yeah, you were probably still in diapers then. Or at least in like elementary school.
You don't gotta expose me like that.
Yeah.
So it was like stupidly late for him. He hadn't done it. So I left a comment.
Yeah.
But why the fuck not?
Yeah. So essentially, I think what he's trying to do
I think
here
they got rid of
is
it
he
around
is
maybe 2010, 2011. Yeah. One of the features of YouTube I really miss.
Yep. Same here.
That whoever's covering him, and I might be one of the only ones covering him, because when you type in Kyle Owens or any of that into YouTube,
me, I'm covering him. Hey, don't forget me, motherfucker. I'm here.
He doesn't even know you.
Yeah, he's going to know me. All these creators are going to know me. I will make him know me. I will make you know me. And I'll have you on for an interview, bud.
Oh my!
By the way, I don't. This is all jokes. I don't hate you, man. Please don't cost me the interview. Please. I'll do anything, Master. I'll do anything.
Oh my god.
Doesn't really pop up. But
Anyway.
he might be hoping that whoever's covering him on YouTube, or even the people.
Me. Sorry, I just had to self-hype.
That are covering him in the news are going to be so mad that they want to come and comment on his shit to tell him how stupid he is. But
I'm not commenting on this shit. I'm just, using your video and using my research and roasting him. In fact, I may react to some of his videos, but I ain't commenting because it's like, I'm not subscribing to someone like that. I'm not going to subscribe to some autistic grifter, especially when he makes the autistic community look bad. He makes my community look bad. He makes the autistic community look bad.
If he makes it so they have to be subscribers and they hate him that much, it will increase his subscriber count to hopefully...
Yeah, and that's what he's doing, because all he's thinking about is subs and fame. He's not thinking about if it's the right thing or not.
Get him to the point where he could be monetized. One, stupid strategy, because I don't think you matter that much for people to actually want to do that. They're just going to come and comment on my videos and tell you how stupid you are, because you've been commenting on all of them anyways. And two, they might comment and realize they might subscribe so that they can comment, realize they can't do it, then unsubscribe to you. And two, you're not really fucking helping yourself. That as someone that kind of has a better understanding than you of how YouTube analytics work and how the money works, if you have a bunch of people that are coming to comment on, subscribing to you to comment on your shit because they fucking hate you, they're never going to watch any of your shit again. So now you just have...
Yeah, exactly. You're just building up a dead channel. That's all you're doing is building up a dead channel. You're literally building up a channel filled with people that hate you and they're not going to support or watch your shit. You're basically just building up a channel with a sub count, but with no actual interaction. And that's the thing. It's like you need interaction and the subs.
The vast majority of your subscribers that aren't watching your shit, which means YouTube is going to look at every video you put out and say, oh, you have 1,000 subscribers, but only like one of them viewed this video. It must fucking suck. We're not going to promote it to anyone. That was a mistake me and Mammoth made a few times of trying to put out content that wasn't what the subscribers wanted, and those videos fucking tanked because that's the way the YouTube...
See, and this is why it's like I switch up my content sometimes. Like stuff like this actually gets like attention and shit. It's like, there's some stuff like that's why I'm just a variety streamer. I'll cover anything because like I cover like something and either it gets views or it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, we talk about whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, again, I don't even do it for views. I mean, I do it so y'all watch, but I do it for myself. I do it to have fun. The fun is more for me. I want to have fun more than anything else. I don't care if 2, 3, 4, 1, 0, or I don't even care if it's just a little ant on this table right here watching me. That's still one soul watching. That's still me actually educating somebody.
Analytics work.
It'll be even worse for him as well.
Which, that's the thing. Let's check the poll. Let's see. So far, 3 votes, and everyone's saying they hate Kyle Owens. So far, my audience says they hate Kyle Owens. So yeah. Yeah, Kyle, you're not liked here, buddy.
Well, because he separates his videos a week apart. So people.
And that's the thing. We actually are really lenient here. We don't care about like what people do, like, you know, if they're autistic. And for you to get 100% of the audience to not like you, that shows that you are a piece of fucking shit.
Going to subscribe on that first one. A week later, they'll comment on the whatever video they want to, and then fucking unsubscribe because that's what they're going to do. They don't care.
They're going to unsubscribe, so you're just going to lose them. So you're doing this for nothing. You're doing this for temporary benefit, but not permanent benefit.
Yeah, and
you're making your future videos.
Well, that's the thing. You know, he's criticizing a lot of these people that are coming after you hate Nintendo. That's how bad you are. You are so bad that us Nintendo haters have to go after you instead of siding with you. Because at first it seemed like Rum wanted to side with you at first. I kind of wanted to too. But then me and Rum both saw what a piece of shit you are, and we're like, yeah, we're not siding with you anymore, bro.
Fucking tank. So go for it.
You might get monetized off YouTube out of it because you get 500 people that want to come over and tell you what a dumb piece of shit you are. But you're not going to make any fucking money off of it, dude.
You're not going to make any money. You're just going to get people. They're not going to even watch the video. They'll just come in, write the comment, and leave. Which, let's be real, though. Some people do like to hate watch. So he may get a few hate watchers. He may get a few hate fans that just like him so much. Even though they hate him, they still come and watch every single day, every single move. Weird people like that are kind of weird because I have people that hate me, but yet they come watch everything I do. They always just hear silent in the chat. Yeah, I know you guys are watching. I know they're like a group of 5, 6 of y'all that are in the fucking shadows that don't want to say anything, but you guys are A-logging every move of me. Yeah, I know. And if you're not live watching, you're going to be watching this VOD. I know. You'll have to make sure you watch this daily, nightly content of Triton and your little gay discords before y'all go to bed. I know. I know about all that. I know about all the sleep calls of y'all watching me. I know about everything.
Like, my best video got 150,000 views. I made $400 off. And technically, I made 200 and Mammoth made 200. Either way.
He's a nice guy.
Anyways, Mammoth commented on this. Hey, came over from Running Game to try to get the information. As far as I can tell, you're doing a nice thing here. You're actually being nice to this guy. As far as
I said it nicely. Absolutely,
you
did
said
not
it
have nice
nicely.
intention.
See, this is the problem. When I say shit nicely, I get called. People fucking hate me no matter what. So it's like, fuck being nice. Like the whole, I don't even want to bring it up, but there's a situation where I tried to ask, a question in a good faith way, and it got taken wrongly, and yeah, people just don't
It's
like.
because we're autistic and people take things we say wrong.
No, it's not even that. I word it clearly, and these people purposely just get mad at you because you're asking.
Oh
a
yeah, I
fucking
tried
question.
to as well. But
I said it nicely.
Remember that shit? I would say something clearly, and Empress would take it the wrong way.
Oh yeah, no,
That
it's because
fucking
she's
bitch.
purposely doing it. It's not because she's doing it on accident. Or it's because she can't.
She
understand
loves
it.
the social media clout. What a fucking fat bitch.
She loves lying on people. In fact, she was part of the people that tried to sign to me. So if that fat bitch is still watching, please go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit. And if you're still watching my channel, please get the fuck out of here and unsubscribe, you fucking fat whore. Anyways, let's continue. And if I lose a sub out of this, then I'll know it's you, Empress.
British inside of me to try and be nice.
Yes. Hold on. Let me see. Let me read comments real quick. I'm so sorry because I have this up so like my comments are on a different side. You jumped into a shit talking Kyle Owens. The only thing I could agree on was spaces for adults to enjoy things from their childhood without kids being about. Him hosting when it trusts them. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. And there are places like that exist. Him acting like the victim of the government for it is wild. He's doing a good job of keeping the ladies away, 100%. I just put out a short today from something that I said in one of the videos of Kyle Owens.
You want to know how bad Kyle Owens is? If you put me and Kyle Owens in a room and you bring like a chick that hates me, they will literally pick me just because Kyle Owens is that insufferable.
Is the reason women won't get into geeky spaces. And I explained that's not necessarily Kyle Owens, but it's men like Kyle Owens. And Kirk said one of the best things to me, and I was talking about the nebulous concept of Kyle Owens, the analogous Kyle Owens, people that are like Kyle Owens. He's like, Kirk just said, the fear of Kyle Owens, the fear of of potential Kyle Owens. And that was one of the funniest.
By the way, Candace Owens, can you sue Kyle Owens for taking the last name, please and thank you?
Things I fucking heard. He's so creepy, even the teens would avoid him. He's both. Yeah, he just reversed the 2 and 9.
Oh no, they definitely would avoid him. If I was a teenager and I saw him at the playground, I'm immediately going up to the resource officer saying, "Officer,"
even without knowing him, something would be off the way he looks.
Yeah, exactly. Without even knowing, like, let's say I didn't
It's
even
like
know.
that scene from Dragon Ball Z. You remember oogly? What is oogly? It means you have a face that frightens small children.
That's Kyle Owens. That's probably why he likes Dragon
Majin
Ball.
Buu asked Baba to do that.
And LOLO, who do I get to hate here? Fucking Kyle Owens, dude. But not the sports celebrity, the fucking wannabe Pokemon professor.
Yeah, see, Zachary thought when I was brought up Kyle Owens to Zachary in DMs, he thought that it was the sports celebrity. No, it's not the sports celebrity. It's some random fucking the sports celebrity. Kyle Owens, you need to get your name back because this guy's ruining your fucking name and reputation. Imagine the sports Kyle Owens just chilling in his hot tub after his like sports game, and then all of a sudden he gets messages asking, "Are you suing Nintendo?" And he's like, "What?
What?"
He's in his hot tub and it's just jacuzzi, whatever, chilling with his wife, and he's just like,
"That would be wild."
What? Huh? Hey, honey. A lot of these people think I'm suing it. Hey, honey, there's this guy named Kyle Owens. He has my name. Suing Nintendo, and people think it's me. That's probably a real conversation that happened too, because I bet you some trolls tried to fucking hit up the real Kyle Owens, the sports guy, and say, "Did you try to sue Nintendo?"
Oh my god.
It'd make me feel dirty just to watch one of his videos. There's another guy that did a video on him, but only the one other than that I saw. Yeah. I
watched his one.
That's probably me. It's probably me. Hi.
One of his videos, I feel dirty. I can back that up.
Yeah.
I needed a shower just from watching it.
But okay, so Mammoth.
You need a shower from watching it. Are you talking about the other video or Kyle Owens? Because if you're talking about mine, that's kind of. Look, I know. Look, I take showers. Okay, I take showers.
Forden says he
I actually do take showers. Like, you can even ask my roommate. I do take showers.
Basically say that the only
Kyle
thing.
Owens, though, no, he doesn't. See, Rum community, I am the better autistic retard. I am the better retard than Kyle Owens. In fact, y'all should use me as an example of what an autistic person like Kyle Owens should be. See, I've shaved a little bit. I don't look like I'm overgrowing a beard.
Well, he didn't mention us specifically, so
No, he didn't mention us. No, he didn't mention us specifically. But I just like to, for comedic purposes, pretend he's talking about us. I mean, he could be. You never know, because we are the only. I have not seen any other video besides me. My vlog video.
I saw another video about Kyle Owens, but it was very brief and it was a YouTube short.
Oh yeah. See, I actually did. See, I did the long video I did got only 10 to 12 views because apparently everyone already watched it on the stream. But the one I did with Jace got 30 to 50, 60, which I know it's not that much, but it got more. So if they saw it, they probably saw. If Rum ended up seeing any of my coverage, he probably saw the one I did with Jace, or that 6-minute thing where I asked Jace about it.
Apparently, there's a music artist named Kyle. That's Kelly
having
Lee
that
Owens.
Pokemon
Why is
Professor
that
title and that license is hosting official tournaments that use Nintendo IP in their branding, in their advertisement, saying that they are anyway affiliated with Nintendo, which is also something that Kirk said during that video, that he's free to host whatever fucking tournament that he wants. He just can't say it's a Pokemon tournament. It's an.
I mean, he could probably get away with saying, "Hey, this is a Pokemon fan tournament." Keyword fan, this is fan made or something. I'm sure they wouldn't care. If he If you just asked them, hey, can I host my own tournament then? I'm sure they wouldn't even care. In fact, I don't even think they can
It's
sue.
funny. Kyle Owens videos are coming up when I search Kyle Owens Pokemon. In addition to Rungas, of course.
Oh, so there are multiple people that have made Kyle Owens videos.
No, I mean Kyle Owens actual videos.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo affiliated tournament, blah
In
blah.
fact, we'll probably react to after we react to Realm's second video tomorrow. We'll probably react to a Kyle Owens video for tomorrow's show. In fact, tomorrow we should make it a full-on content 5
lawsuit Q&A with Kyle Owens. He's got 3 parts.
Blah, because he does not have that license. If he wants
you
to,
also can't give out like the there's like a ranking system for, and you have to follow.
Is there anything new with this? And if it is, we'll keep watching. But if not, then we'll.
I haven't watched this far in, so I don't know.
All right. Well, would you mind staying for this part?
I don't mind.
Because after this, we're covering the Asmongold Pride thing, and after that, we'll be finished.
And rules, like all that kind of shit, you do not have to do if you're not doing the official tournament.
So it's a little bit
it's
more
a more laid back way of doing it. It's a better way of doing it in my head because you can actually fucking do what you want.
Yeah,
I think there is still rules around like the money side of it, but it's money from that. If you sell cards and stuff at a separate section at the same event, that's fine. It's purely the money from
entry
fee.
Nintendo limits the amount of entry fee you're allowed to take from officially licensed tournaments. But if it's not an officially licensed tournament, you can take whatever entry fee you fucking want. But he goes on to say, you posted before I had a chance to update the settings, which you posted 16 hours ago, and he responded 5 hours ago at the time of the screenshot. So it takes him 11 fucking hours to change his settings. That's the first thing I do when I post a video, is change the settings. So what this sounds like is, oh shit, people are coming over to tell me I'm an idiot. I have to change the settings.
You did already have it on previous videos. I can confirm that because I tried to comment on his last one and didn't.
Fair. He deleted one video I saw that I was initially going to get Kirk to react to. That was a shorts video. It was in short form. It was 19 minutes long, but it was in the vertical format. So I think he recorded it on his phone because it was like almost right after my video, or almost right after he commented on one of my videos. So I think he had an emotional response to my video and was just like, I got to do something, and then realized I said a lot of fucking stupid things. But he goes on, you posted before, blah, blah, blah. Now this document is a part of the lawsuit.
You posted before. Hold on, I'll do the.
I would not be too surprised if he tries to sue Runga. I would not be surprised.
He will. Runga, you're going to be number 78. I might be number 79. The other people will be number 80, or who knows? Maybe I'll be I don't know. But Runga's going to be first. Then it's going to be the other people. Then it's going to be my little last. After all the bigger people get sued to the ground, and all of them are taken out, Kyle Owens is going to see me just in the corner fighting with my little army, and he's going to come after us too. Be like, wait, there's one left. This autistic retard. He's the final boss. He doesn't even get that many viewers, but I still need to censor him. Ah!
He's basically verbatim quoting the policy from Nintendo. Now, there is a little bit of conjecture. There's a little bit of maybe misunderstanding here, but I'm not going to delve into it because one of the things Mammoth pointed out that is he is posting something from a Nintendo policy, not from a policy of the Pokemon Company, because the Pokemon Company is technically the thing that owns that owns Pokemon and the Pokemon IP and the Pokemon.
Yeah, they technically are the ones that own the Pokemon term. Nintendo's just like a partner. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Nintendo oversees a lot of stuff that the Pokemon Company
I think it's like a 30-30-10 split. Or 30-30-30 or something like that.
Technically, why is he suing Nintendo? Why don't you just sue why don't you just sue the?
Why don't you just sue all three?
Yeah,
that'd be entertaining. Because Pokemon Company International, fucking Game Freak, and fucking Nintendo, they all have joint ownership of Pokemon.
Yeah. It's probably why it's so ass. You got all these ass companies like basically not agreeing to.
Yeah, I think it's like a 30-30-40 split.
Trademark. Nintendo is a 33% owner of the
33%.
Yeah, okay.
0.3 repeating owner of the Pokemon Company. So they do have an ownership stake in the copyright and trademark of Pokemon. So I'm not even going to argue whether or not
Which I think it's because Nintendo is helping Pokemon like set those tournaments up. I think that's why he's suing them, because Nintendo's like the main.
It would be Pokemon Company International doing that. So
Yeah, but Nintendo's still like supporting him, and I think
Yeah,
he had to
Nintendo
go
has the patent, and it,
I think he also went through, and I believe I could be wrong. But I
yeah,
believe
if I'm
he
not
went through
mistaken,
Nintendo.
Pokemon Company International has sway over the fucking merchandising and stuff.
But I don't think they have. I think Nintendo has sway over the tournaments because
Yeah,
Kyle. Hold
maybe.
on. Yeah, because Kyle Owens said he applied through Nintendo, so it's like, yeah, the Nintendo's definitely has some level. Maybe Pokemon and Game Freak have some other like oversee the tournament, but Nintendo definitely has some level of override of the tournament. Because otherwise, they wouldn't be picking Pokemon professors.
Quoting Nintendo policy affects.
Unless this guy's just fucking stupid. It could be that too.
The Pokemon TCG part, I'm going to assume that he is correct in the fact that Nintendo policy and Pokemon TCG policy cover the exact same thing. Just for the sake of giving him the benefit of the doubt. But he's quoting a Nintendo policy here. License tournament guidelines and tournament license terms and conditions. Revision date November 15, 2023. Effective date November 15, 2023. In the first paragraph says, Nintendo's grants organizers a limited license to use the game license for licensed tournaments. This license is limited to the organizer game and license tournament specified in the approved license term sheet. Now, this is the first thing that he posted, but we went ahead and pulled up, Mammoth linked me this, the thing that he's quoting. The actual first paragraph says, if your application to host a game tournament involving a game for which Nintendo owns the copyright is approved, license tournament, an improved license term sheet and a Nintendo license number will be sent to the email specified in your license tournament application. It is up to Nintendo's sole discretion whether or not a license will be granted to you. It's really suspicious that he went through the effort of
it is
copy and pasting.
Oh, yeah, it is Nintendo. That answers my question then.
Yeah, it was up to. Yeah, see, I knew it because that's the thing. Because originally he said that he went through Nintendo to try to get that position. So it seems like Nintendo does have oversight to that.
Yeah.
Of this, which is how he got this revision date part right here, an effective date part right here, and then delete.
Which one of you faggots actually put love? Do we have trolls? See, this is what I'm talking about. We have hidden people in the fucking shadows. Like,
how much you want to bet it's your IRL that's watching that did it?
It could be. It could be. It could be
Muffin.
Either Muffin or I don't think it's Muffin because I haven't seen him in the chat today. But
That
I don't
doesn't
know.
mean he's not lurking.
I mean, he could be lurking, or the other people could be lurking. But that's the thing. These motherfuckers, whoever voted no, it's like, why, man? Fuck y'all.
Or you mean yes? Because
No, they voted love.
Oh, love. I thought you said no. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I misspoke. But yeah, love. Some asshole. It's still 80%. So nice try, asshole.
He did this part.
Someone's trying to be funny.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what I like? It's like even though we all like have a good like understanding to it, there's always gonna be some troll that just rage baits with the vote, and you're just like, man, you always have that one.
Wasn't it one time the vote completely backfired and we got the opposite answer of what we wanted because we had so many trolls in chat?
Yeah, that was. I don't remember what poll that was, but I remember like it was something. I think it was something to do with me, and all y'all just want to be an asshole.
Says that it's up to their discretion whether or not a license will be granted to you. Nintendo grants blah blah license term sheet. The license is subject. Hold on, move to this one. The license is subject to terms and conditions outlined in the approved license term sheet and these license tournament guidelines. Nintendo reserves all rights not to expressly grant here within. License tournaments may be hosted only by corporate entities and organizations or by an individual that outsources the operation of the license tournament to a corporate entity or organization. The license tournament must not exceed the scale and scope outlined in these guidelines, except when expressly approved to do so under the terms of the sheet. Organizers may collect entry fees only as permitted. The tournament may use Nintendo game footage or image only under the following conditions. Organizers may show footage of tournament gameplay and properly licensed tournaments using gameplay. Games officially launched by Nintendo. Organizer may capture footage of screenshots of Nintendo games only in connection with materials for licensed tournament. The licensed tournament is not affiliated with Nintendo and makes use of Nintendo trademarks or IP except as permitted by these guidelines. Licensed tournament may state that the tournament licensed by Nintendo, but may state that the tournament is licensed by Nintendo, but may not falsely imply Nintendo sponsorship, endorsement, or affiliation beyond what is expressly permitted. Sorry. The name of the licensed tournament may not contain Nintendo trademark or intellectual property, except as expressly allowed. The games used must have been officially launched or serviced in the region where the licensed tournament is taking place. The organizers must display the following notices on site and on tournament websites and promotional materials. Nintendo is not a sponsor or affiliated with this tournament. Terms for participating in and viewing licensed tournaments using Nintendo games. The organizer is responsible for ensuring compliance with all applicable laws, regulations, health and safety requirements, participant protections, and age rating requirements. For the use, I think age rating requirements might be a problem for them. For the use of intellectual property rights owned by the third party, organizers must obtain permission from those rights owners separately from these guidelines. In addition,
Nintendo is not a sponsor affiliated with the. If you believe that, Kyle Owens, which it's not true because they're the ones running it, that's why you're suing them in the first place. Why did you have to go through them to apply? See, this guy's inconsistent as fuck. You're literally gonna claim that they don't have any restriction. Why are they denying me? They're not even the people in charge. It's like, dude, you got referred to them to apply for it. They're in charge, dumbass. The stupidity we have to deal with in the autistic community.
Nintendo games.
I wonder why normies hate us. It's because of you.
May not be used for licensed tournaments that are illegal or improperly conducted, violate laws or regulation, infringe Nintendo intellectual property rights, use false license numbers, interfere with the proper operation of Nintendo products or services, involve illegally copied or modified game software, use unauthorized game modifications/cheats.
Also, the
licensed by Nintendo. If you use Nintendo, if you use Nintendo IP at all in your advertisement or in like any of this, or make any implication that this is a Nintendo sanctioned event in any way, you can't do that and they will sue you. And if you are licensed, you have to follow these regulations. But you can host it unlicensed.
You can host it in fact, you don't even, that's the thing, as long as you keep Nintendo IPs out of it and you do like your own like original Pokemon tournament, you can literally host a fucking tournament.
Anyway, before I ask, Jim, are you still awake? Because you've been awfully quiet.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good. Just want to make sure.
Jim's off of work, so he's not going to bed early.
You just can't use them as an advertising point, essentially. So he doesn't even understand this basic thing, and also, like,
yeah, like that's the thing. You can still host it. You can't use them to advertise it because that's the thing. They didn't want to hire you on to their tournaments because guess what? You have a fucking felony. And as we learned about all the new information, you're not stable around kids. So that's basically the end of this video. About to get to our last coverage, but before we do, so we got another Kyle Owens segment tomorrow, and we're also going to be reacting to some of his videos. In fact, who knows? Maybe we'll just do a whole fuck Kyle Owens festival tomorrow and just completely destroy him tomorrow. But that's the thing. I want to get final perspective. So, Torrin, since you're the one that told me about the situation, about Kyle Owens, and about all the drama going on with it, what do you make about all this? About him being like a fucking creep, and especially with all the new information you learn now. Do you really blame Nintendo for not hiring this fucking loser?
No, I do not. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I was not expecting any of this shit.
I was not expecting it either. I thought they were talking about the lawsuit. I didn't know. I was not expecting this dude to be fucking talking about like openly just admitting, "Hey guys, I want to have sex and shit. You're not a fucking big fat piece of shit." It's like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Jim, what about you? What's your final take on the fucking Kyle Owens situation?
People like him give a bad name to law in general because, yeah, you can open up a lawsuit on anybody and their brother, but when you use it to attack everybody and their brother for absolutely no reason other than you feel like you were slighted, which is not true, then, yeah, you've lost the plot, and you basically give suing people a bad name. You give a lot of people a bad name when you do that type of bullshit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. And my final perspective is this is exactly why I sided with Nintendo in the first place, because if you have a felony, it's a liability, And if you guys, want to do all that, it's like, be my fucking guest. Be my guest. But that's the thing. Kyle Owens, you don't deserve to be with Nintendo, and that's just that. All right, so now we
are on our final topic. Yes.
Final topic, yes. And then I get to go smoke and probably drink some shots. And be on VC just chilling, having some
Also,
shots.
Jim, check your DMs on Discord.
Whenever he gets up, because he's on his phone, remember, so it's just going to fuck him up. Yeah. But try to get Jimmy in trouble. All right, so let me, because Ragnar, shout out to Ragnar, because he sent me this one about Asmongold talking about they never gave a fuck about Pride. So let me go ahead and get the timestamps. So let's see. What's this timestamp? Okay, so hold on. Can someone read me off the timestamp?
I don't know.
Okay, 308, 35.
I don't know what he sent you in his DM, in your DMs.
No, I'm talking about the timestamp.
Oh, the time. Oh, you mean on the stream? Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you meant the video he recommended. I'm like,
no. I'm talking about the timestamp. 308, 35. All right. Don't worry, I have it written down. So now we get to go to our final topic. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Oh, and it's a short topic too. Yay! Woo! Let's see. Any other things you sent me, Ragnar, we can cover on tomorrow. Because Ragnar sent me a bunch of stuff, and I do appreciate it. And I'll make sure I cover it, especially tomorrow too, because we got another stream tomorrow. I'll probably have an incredible link on, but I'll start having more people on that want to come on. That because apparently they're. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Asmongold. So that's the thing. Asmongold's talking about they don't give a fuck about Pride, and Zachary watched this, and he gave me a contrarian statement that I can use at the end. So let's hear what Asmon has to say. And then when we get final perspectives, I will read what Zachary left for us. How are you going to say they never gave a fuck about Pride, but then wear a fucking Pride shirt? You fucking, what? Oh, do I have it up? No, I do not. Thank you. I realize I have to put.
I think he's wearing it ironically. That's the.
I know he's wearing it ironically, but still, looks gay. It's gay.
It's okay.
See colors. I like rainbows. Why? Is there something you don't like about it? Is this cultural appropriation? Yeah, it is. So gaming studios have stopped putting pride flags on their avatars. Let's look at all of the gaming studios, and we're gonna find out if they've done it or not. No gay. No gay. Bungie. No gay. Zero gay.
Blizzard. Because people are tired of the Pride thing because it's all.
Yeah, people are tired of corporate pandering month. That's literally what I call this month.
No gay. It's over, guys. Ubisoft. Gay is.
What?
Not even Ubisoft.
Not even Ubisoft?
The original source for a lot of this crap. That started this
Man, this Pride stuff has hurt all these companies so bad to the point where this year they have to backstab Pride Month. They literally have to stab Pride Month in the back because they got so much hate for this shit and lost so many consumers because of this. This is how you know we were right about this shit the entire fucking time.
Is over. All right, Twitch is gay, not because of Pride Month, but they've just been gay for like 10 years.
Well, Twitch is always going to be gay. Let's be real.
Okay. Yep. No gay. Nothing's about gay. Apple. No gay. Google. I think that's just the normal rainbow. That's not the gay rainbow. Riot Games. No gay. World of Warcraft. No
Riot
gay.
Games actually
no gay. Zero gay.
So
no
Hold
gay.
on, let's see. I want to check. Does Wizard 101 have it? Let's look. Twitter. If Wizard 101 doesn't even have it on the Twitters, then holy fuck. Wizard 101. Oh, we also got some positive news as well that we get to cover. So a positive story that's like only a minute long because it's a positive clip. Let's see.
Okay.
Who's it 101? Oh, gay. Never mind. Gay. They're still in the fucking
So
Matrix.
gay.
So gay. They're in the Matrix.
No more gay. Destiny. Let's try Destiny. Destiny. No gay. No gay. Sony.
Who's the 101 still gay though? Hey, Pride
They're
guys.
still gay though. They did Pride Month stuff. They got such backlash, and for it too, it's the funniest shit ever.
No gay. No gay. Gay is over for Sony. Halo? Is it Halo or Galo?
Please
It's
vote
gay.
Blitz 101 because they still
It's gay.
Halo. Aha.
Halo
Right.
is still
Xbox.
gay.
Okay. No gay. League of Legends was gay last year, but no more. This is last year. We're going to compare it to last year. Disney, no change. Target, no change. Starbucks. Even Starbucks roached out on the gays? Oh, League of Legends. Okay, League of Legends was gay. Is it still gay this year?
Oh my god. They even
I don't know yet. He hasn't said.
No.
I don't know. It looks kind of gay to me.
Did you know? Are you not paying attention to the screen?
Yeah, I am.
Look, there's no
Halo?
gay.
Nope, no change. Oh wait, no, they did do a change. Okay,
They
so
did the
Halo
same
made a
thing
post.
again.
Isn't it the same Halo skin? It is gay.
Hold on, let's go back to the original since you didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I've talked about the original.
Oh no, I'm talking about like this month. League of Legends pussied out.
It's just a new
Even
way.
League of Legends
Halo.
pussied out. Yeah, no. The other one was League of Legends. This is Halo, but even League of Legends, Halo, they all pussied out.
For them to scale rainbow skins. I want to let every gay boy that's been paying attention to this, they never cared about you. They would be completely okay with you being executed and thrown off a bridge for being
Oh,
gay.
they would, 100%. They don't give a fuck about you.
As long as you bought their shirt before they threw you off the bridge.
Bonus round. Last night they voted in California, and every singular of the candidates Hassan-backed lost.
It's just fucking rich liberals who just want homo fascism in the country.
Homo fascism. That's what my shirt today was for. This is like the final piece of today's puzzle. I am the face of homo fascism.
Bro, if you show me another fucking Spencer Pratt clip, I'm gonna literally put you on a rocket ship into outer space. Do you understand me? I don't give a fuck about Spencer fucking Pratt, dude.
What the fuck is that crash out? It's actually really rare seeing a song make me laugh.
I know, you fucking made me laugh.
I think he even made Asmongold laugh with how ridiculous his crash out was.
Even laughing. Bro.
Who even is this Spencer Pratt guy?
I don't even know, and it's fucking funny. So that's it for that. And don't worry, Ragnar, I'll make sure I cover your other stuff. But we do got. But before we get into that, so I actually want to give Zachary's perspective because he wrote me a contrarian little statement, and that's the thing. It's whether, and if y'all want to push back, y'all can push back. But here.
I saw it in the side chat.
All right, well, I'm going to read it for the chat. I'm going to read it for the chat since, he put it there, so I read it. I think Asmongold is wrong because Halo Twitter channel put up gay Halo skins and perhaps normal companies won't put up gay stuff. But don't think for a second that they can stay quiet. It's only a matter of time. Also, tying back into gaming in general, remember when lesbians were hot? Because it was targeted to the fucking male demographic. If you're going to have lesbians, make them hot again and keep the fucking fags out. That is Zachary's take on the Asmongold situation. So now that we got at Zachary's take, Torn, what is your take on the whole situation?
I'm actually shocked so many people did not go gay this year.
Warframe's
still doing it, which is fucking unsurprising.
Warframe's doing it. Whistle One's doing it. And you want to know who's doing it? Israel. Because they have a whole pride parade.
Well, that's because they're a ritualistic cabal that lives off that shit.
Yep. And all right. So, and Jim, what is your opinion on the whole Asmongold pride shit?
he's got a lot of balls because he puts on a pride shirt because he wants to fuck around with these motherfuckers. Yeah, good man. It's funny because he's being ironically vicious because they
Malicious, you
shoved
mean?
it down. He's basically, since they shoved it down our throat, he's now taking what they shoved down our throat and throwing it back in their fucking faces. Hell yeah.
Yep. Honestly, Aspergo W here, and I understand where Zachary's coming from, but like you gotta understand, it's like the LGBT. They don't care, but Asman's right though. Like Asman, they only do the pride thing to grift. They don't care.
Yep, that's why I call it corporate pandering month.
Because it is corporate pandering month, but now not even the corporate. Now it's not even corporate pandering month because they don't even want to do it because the grift is so bad. The grift is so bad when they have to get a
How
new
much
grift.
you want to bet it's because of Trump getting in office and him going behind the scenes saying, "Hey, you can't do this anymore."
Oh no, there's a lot of pro-Trump Republicans that are doing it. In fact, Trump's masters in Israel, they fucking are doing it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So yeah, no, it's not because of Trump.
I thought maybe it might have been one of the sanctions he put in place before he got corrupted.
Whatever. All right, so that's the end of that. So now let's get to our final topic. Oh, always a pleasure to hook up the wheelchair. Hey, this show was funny, especially with the clip ended so perfectly with the I don't even know who's crashing out.
Crash out was funny.
I don't even know who's crashing out about. That shit was
crashing out because some user was sending him clips of this one random dude.
All right, so let's get to the final sector. We're at 3:19. All right, so now we got some positive news, and don't worry, this is actually some positive stuff. It won't be too long either. So let's see. Which one is it? Hold up. Maybe it's let's get this. All right, there it is. All right. So let me pull this up. So Sneeko is officially getting married. Hold on. Hey, I haven't pulled up this time. Finally. Sneeko is officially getting married. I have a big announcement. I'm getting married. I'm not going to reveal when or who it is. It's going to be all secret and private. I'm very to announce that it's a major shift in my life.
All right, guys, I have a big announcement. I am getting married. I'm getting married. I'm not going to reveal when it is or who it is. It's going to be all secret and private, but I'm very...
Well, someone's going to leak your... Like, KSI tried that, yet motherfuckers kept on doxing his girlfriend.
It's not just that. The dude's a Muslim, which makes it very concerning.
Yeah, he probably is marrying some Muslim.
Very happy to announce that. It's a major shift in my life. You know, I'm getting older. Your boy's pushing 30. I'm turning 28 in a couple months. Met a nice girl, first wife. Inshallah, we find the second, third, and fourth soon, but start with one.
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't make it as fucking congratulating, but hey,
I mean, after his comments he said on Cuties, I'm worried that the wife may not be of age.
No, I think she is. if she wasn't, there would be so many exposures, and you wouldn't think he would be announcing.
That's true, I guess.
Because that's the thing. No matter what, you think you can hide stuff from the internet, you can't. Because KSI did the same thing where he had his girlfriend for years, and yet people just kept on. Like, he never talked about those leaks, but we all know who she was because people kept on filming videos of KSI and her.
It just goes to show you can try and hide shit all you want on the internet. If people are desperate enough, they'll find it.
Especially like if you're a public figure, and if you go out in public with your date, they're gonna connect the dots and be like, "Hey, look, that's Sneeko. Listen, that must be his wife." You know what I mean?
And I'm happy for that. Happy for this involvement. And
hey, Torn, he's learning from you though. Multiple wives, man. What have you been teaching this guy?
My life, yeah, it's just something that I'm really, really proud of.
I have to play Digny's role.
Okay, and then keep this in. So this is all fake. This is something that happens with Clippers where they put a caption and then people scroll and they don't actually watch the whole thing. So if I keep the right facial expression and I just say that this is a lie, I think people are still going to believe it. So
is this a lie? Are you lying to us? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not getting married. That's all.
Okay, yeah, this is clickbait.
And I'm really happy that I'm lying right now, and I want to see if people actually listen to the clip that they're watching, or if they just interact immediately without getting the correct information.
Honestly, based. See, I didn't even watch it. Imagine I would have just clicked off right there like I normally do. I would have never got that part. See, this is why this is why you have to watch full clips. I'm still keeping it as a segment because guess what? This was actually good because you have to imagine see, I'm gonna clip this video and I'm gonna type Sneeko is getting married, and I want to see if Sneeko fans thought I fell for it. Honestly, this is a good experiment. Shout out Sneeko for doing an experiment. Imagine he says all this, but then he's out in public with some random girl, and then he is getting married, and he just said all this to basically confuse the internet. People do that. KSI used to, you know what's crazy? KSI tried to say he never had a girlfriend, but then people Deji leaked the fact that he had a girlfriend, but then no one found out who it was, right? Years later, people saw KSI and his girlfriend holding hands, right? So they started taking videos of them and started leaking it on the internet. So it's like, it doesn't matter if you lie or not. The truth, people will always find the truth. And this is also why, guys, this segment shows you have to watch the full clip, because if you don't watch the full clip, even if this is the thing, I went blindly into this, right? But you know why I didn't get fooled? Because I watched the whole fucking clip. And if you watch the clip, you ain't going to get fooled. You know what I mean? So this is actually educational for content creators that do what I do, because you got to, even if you go, it's okay to go in blindly, but you have to go in full. Imagine this clipper didn't even clip that part in, right? Imagine he was just a fucking dickhead and decided to clip that part in just to make me run with that. And then that clip is out there. It's like, bro, appreciate the Sneeko Updates clipper for clipping that whole thing and not making me look like an idiot. But hey, this is why you watch the full thing. When you react to something, watch the full thing. Unless it's just gibberish, like there ain't no new information. Like with Rum's 30-minute long video, like at the end, I noticed no new information at the very end. So I'm like, you know what? I'll click off for it. But short clips like this, it's very important you watch the full clip. And you even got to sometimes go and watch the full thing because you never know what's left out. So honestly, W Sneeko for tricking us and trolling us. Now, let's get final perspectives on this troll. Torin, what do you think about? See, looks like Sneeko didn't take your advice after all. Looks like he's not going to go get 3-4 wives yet.
Okay.
You think that troll's funny? You think it shows like who the real ones are and who the fake ones are?
I guess.
What about you, Jim? What do you think about Sneeko baiting all the trolls into thinking he was married just to see who was gonna...
Now when he says that for real, no one's gonna fucking believe him.
Unless like he shows a ring. See, I'm never gonna honestly even
but even then they'll think it's a put on just to see if there's another experiment he can do. Basically, you'll have the whole community being like, okay, well this motherfucker's just doing another experiment. Fuck him.
Yep. Honestly, a lot of people don't like, but I'm not gonna lie, that was a funny experiment because it's like, you know, he ain't slandering nobody else. He just made up something about himself, and then he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not getting married. I've done some of those experiments to the small commentary community, and it worked because they literally take one thing I say and run with it, and don't even like just stay for the, because that's what these people do. And honestly, Sneeko knows the game. So yeah, so let's put the timestamp. 3:26:30. 3:26:30. All right, and now we got future plans. All right, it's 3 hours. I'm sending you $3. Oh, I don't have to do that, but appreciate you. By the way, it better be the real you, and it better not be our mutual friend impersonating you, and you know who I'm talking about. The IRL troll. It better be you, Desire. It better not be Kaylee, aka well, his name is Chap, but I ain't gonna expose his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Better not be our mutual friend. It better be the real you. If y'all actually want to, you want the 24? If you want me to do a 24-hour stream right now, which these guys will probably have to go because they have to go. If you want me to,
I am not staying on the stream for 24 hours. I
If
don't
you
care
want
how
me to
much money you offer me.
no, it's all me. I know because if you look, you have my cash app, Lord. In fact, I'm gonna show the phone, through the phone. If you want me to, it's up to you. If you want to watch me react to stuff and be here for 24 hours, because I'm already 3 hours in. Yeah, let's see. Yep, there's my tag right here. I have PayPal, bro. Well, then just PayPal me. In fact, here. PayPal. You got my PayPal too, I believe. What are you gonna do for 24 hours, little bro? Just react to stuff. Just try to get something because it's money at the end of the day. If you're offering money, like I'll do it. I got your PayPal, okay? Yeah, let me charge my phone. If you send it 24, then I'll be 24. You actually send me 24. I'll actually do it 24 hours. I may be asleep the next day, but fuck it, I'm here alone anyway, so I can actually do it 24 hours. Where's Farter? He's actually going to where you're at. Because he's going to his family's to fix his car, so he's going to where you're at. Let's see. You got until I'll give you to 9:45. 9:45. If you don't send the 24, I'm gonna be logging up. If you send the 24, I'll be here all night. I ain't going to sleep. I'll literally drink all this. I'll drink the coffee I have just to make sure I stay up. He's coming to my town or my hometown. Well, I think
I'm gonna split.
your hometown. All right, you split.
We're getting ready to close anyway.
Yeah, getting ready to close anyway. Unless he sends me $20, but then there's just being a solo thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, Torrens gonna go do his own thing. Yeah, basically our hometown. Basically, the sink town. That's all I'm gonna say. His hometown. Yeah, let's see. Do I have it? Checking PayPal.
All right, I'm gonna. Is the stream over, dude?
Not yet. I'm waiting. I'm giving him because they said they're gonna pay me $24 if I do a 24-hour stream, and if they donate, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
If they don't donate, I'm giving them till 9:45 though, 8:45. So 15 minutes. If I don't get no money, then I'm gonna be logging on. I'm just trolling it straight. Yeah, exactly.
Watch them donate it, Triton. Watch them donate it, and they just fucking bounce. They bounce.
Watch them donate it, and I just say, "Hey, thank you for the money," and I just shut off the stream. I'm like, "Hey, thank you for the money." Shut.
No. What I'm saying is, watch they donate it, but then they leave the chat and leave watching it, and just to make you suffer.
I mean, it's still money for me. So, I mean, someone's gonna watch. People are gonna come in and out like they always do. But since you're trolling, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the outro song. Unless you have anything else you want to react to, Jim.
There's something.
Oh yeah, that's right. There is something you wanted me to show. Let's do that real quick, and then I'm gonna get off for the night.
Yeah, there's a timestamp above the video, and then the video. Oh, get Torn back up in this bitch.
He's already in the Discord with Ragnar. Hey, Ragnar, if you're still watching, can you tell Torn to come back?
Yeah, tell him it's impertinent. We need to mock somebody out that he doesn't like.
Oh, here, I'll just go into the Discord. Let me mute StreamYard.
Well, howdy, folks. How y'all doing? You doing good? Now you get to hear my sexy voice. Everybody likes the sexy voice, right? Please let me be right. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Sexy.
All right. Torn
Bruh.
mainly, Torn's coming back. He mainly just left because he didn't want to be here for 24 hours.
Yeah, tell him to get back in here. We got to mock
He's
somebody.
coming back. He's coming back. But so where's this video? You said it's in general chat, right?
It's in general. The timestamps above where he actually starts.
I see.
Yeah, where he starts debating it, and I can't give it away until we show it on stream. But he literally starts debating doing it at that timestamp, and it
Damn,
gets
this
pushed
is
a
an
little bit.
11-hour stream.
Yeah, I know he did a marathon stream the other day, but it was just so like, bro, why you do that to yourself mentality? That's all I could think of when I seen it. Why you do that? But
Okay,
don't give away who it is yet. All right, Torrance here.
Yeah,
Okay,
hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull up the video, but I gotta.
Fat fuck.
Yeah, we wanted you here, Torrance, so you can help mock him more or less.
All right, so let me get to the timestamp. It said 4/16/56.
I should be in the comments.
Yeah, no,
I
it
think
is.
I have.
Yeah, it is 4/16/56.
Yeah, I put it in the comments if you didn't delete it.
Why would I delete it?
No. In his comments, I
Oh.
literally tagged myself Nibba Jim.
Well, I'm at the timestamp a little before, but it's whatever. Let's just play this.
These
Hold on,
streams
let me-
proved so popular that he eventually made a new goal called Girl Month, set
Breasts,
at 15
yes.
grand. The name is pretty self-explanatory.
I rather have a woman with small natural breasts than big fake ones.
Men, it's almost 5 o'clock. I suspect we will need generous amounts of alcohol for this soon. Also, breasts are life, real natural ones.
Yes.
You gotta agree there. Real natural breasts go a long way versus this fake shit.
Thank you, Master Chief. I agree.
And I bet you
Always avoid the Silicon Valley. Yes, I made that joke. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not dressing
Not
up
sorry.
like a woman. Absolutely not. I've dressed up like a bird. I have Phil Hawaiian shirts. But I will no. All right, maybe for 10,000 subs, sure.
Although there was one key difference, that he'd continue wearing makeup and dresses off stream. Girl Month was reincarnated on several occasions. As
That was
Spin
good,
spent
Austin
more
Norris.
and more time
So-
living as a female. There was rarely
Wait, why did YouTube hide your comment that you were trolling? Fucking YouTube. Can't even handle the word trolling, really?
breaks, with the exception being when he recorded Minecraft videos, consciously dialing things back as these were targeted at a younger audience. Eventually his hair grew long enough that he no longer had to rely on wigs. After reaching another 10K, he locked all of his men's clothes in a box, with the box becoming
All right, you know what? I'll dress up. I'll put on a dress.
No!
No!
You don't want to see
It gets better. It gets better. It gets better.
You know what? I'll do it. Or I'm making it Rich, that's an insane amount of members you're looking for. Yes. That's the point. That is the fucking point. Why do I have a nonsensical goal up here?
By the way, I just put in a new poll. And also, I put in a new poll of, would y'all want to see Review Tech USA in a dress?
I would not. No.
He's going to be wearing a wig and fake breasts, too.
Oh my god. Why is he eating fake breasts? He's fat.
He literally just was shit. He was literally shitting on fake breasts. Yeah, he's gonna. What is wrong with people?
He doesn't need fake breasts. He's fat.
Exactly. He's fat.
This all came about because they're watching a movie on Finster, a documentary. And his chat is relentless in LGBTQ adjacent bullshit.
Oh yeah, I know they are.
Oh yeah.
In fact, they didn't even though Perspicacity was gay, they didn't even like him saying fag on that interview. And he's gay, by the way. That lets you know a lot about the community.
How do I put this? 4 week as
Bro's like, I must keep my subscribers. I must do what these faggots say.
I swear. Yeah, in fact, I've had a lot of people say that as a joke. Hey, try and dress up in a dress. I say, fuck you. No, I don't even care. If my whole chat right now typed in caps and said, Triton put on a dress, I would literally flip y'all off and smoke the pack of, you're fucking weird. Because see, look, I don't care. If people want to put on dresses, that's all them. But me? Nope. The other people, yeah, whatever.
This is when, like, when
I'm
he.
not gonna lie, I don't even dislike Review Tech, but it's just weird. It's just weird to me that men put on dresses, but it's like, hey, that's your life. That's your life. It's just something I'm never doing because I'm not into that.
Bro, I'm gonna say this right now, and I mean, I was like, I always have been a fan, even through his bullshit and his political takes and all that shit. You know, I don't lean either side, but as a man, right, a dude, bro, it's just weird. Why would you do that? I get it, you try to get subs that way, but like, there's got to be a better alternative. Like, you could wear a Bigfoot suit or some shit. I don't give a damn. But yeah, this is when my respect kind of went out the window. It's
And I
kind of
don't blame
sad.
you. Yeah, because he's literally just an audience whore, will do anything his fucking stupid audience tells him to. And this is why you should never be audience captured, ever.
And this is why people like Keemstar try to get him on Lolcow Live.
Yeah, because they want to make the shit worse for him. They want to make the shit worse for Bud.
Rich, I know you're probably not watching, but this is a bad idea, and you should.
Oh, he
not do it.
probably see. I made this rant the other day. Just these big creators watch the smallest creators, and even if he doesn't watch the stream, he's definitely gonna watch the video clip because they all do. Because that's why Diorio fucking hates me because they actually watch my shit whenever I.
If
fucking
you
make
value
videos with
even
them.
a shred of your masculinity, you will not do this.
Exactly. Like if you see, you have kids, bro. You're just making your kid. You're just making your kids like if I was see. I'm not attacking his kids. I don't support anyone attacking his kids, but I kind of feel bad because it's like if my dad was doing this, I wouldn't like that.
All right.
How many
Dole for assless chats.
Who the fuck? Okay, you guys are fucking weird. Who voted yes? You fucking weirdos.
For science.
They just love being contrarians.
I mean, I would just because it would be hilarious, but other than that, no.
Hey, if y'all keep it up, I will literally find a way to pay Rich to come on the show and wear a fucking dress during a whole interview just to blind y'all if y'all want to keep fucking with me. I will make it happen.
You remember when drag queens were actually just straight dudes that liked wearing dresses?
Yep, and now it's turned into
turned into an actual subsection of the LGBTQ community. It's so fucking retarded.
So I think we're at 14 if you combine
Even a lot of straight guys are wearing dresses in private. It's so fucking weird. I could never.
Twitch. There you go. And I could have Lauren help me out with getting the shit. Rich, that's an insane goal. Yes, that is the fucking point.
What's the point where he wears the dress?
I bet he's secretly hoping and he doesn't meet that goal.
No, he doesn't wear the dress. It's a goal. He wants over 10,000 subs or some shit like that to do it, or not subs, members.
1,500 members, it looks like, or 500. 500 members.
Like
Is there any other relevant parts you want us to react to?
no, but I just find it ironic. It's during a fucking thing on what's Finster, and just like you see one degenerate, your chat tries to get you to do a degenerate thing you will become the degenerate. Next thing you know, your wife will leave you again because you're dressing in dresses.
Oh no, Tipster's still. I think Tipster's still with his wife actually.
Oh come on, that's
I don't know. I really don't
I've
know.
heard
I really don't
rumors
know how.
that he actually owes his in-laws money, and
That's
that's why he
probably-
lives with them.
That's probably why he stays there because he owes them money.
But I'm pretty sure if they could and he didn't actually owe them money, they'd throw his ass out in a heartbeat, probably.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of like he's been with them for like ever now.
Yeah, he lives in their fucking basement.
But like, your kids are gonna hate you, Rich. Like when they get older, like yeah,
you mean
maybe
Rich? I thought you
they'll
were talking
be.
about Tipster.
No, I'm talking about like Rich right now. It's just like, how audience captured do you have to be to even debate that?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
called a slippery slope, and you can see what
it's a
happened to
very
Finster.
slippery slope.
You
Look,
can see what happened to Finster with it already.
yeah, Fenster literally got donated, and that's what happened in the movie thing that was being done. He got donated a shitload of money, so then he goes and, oh my god, it's like, bro.
I mean, I'll give Finster
It
credit
just
where
happened.
credit's due. At least they went all the way, unlike most of these creeps.
See, if someone were to send me money to wear a dress right now, I don't care how much. I'm sending that back. Be like, I value my masculinity more than money because, like, come on, bro. I ain't
like
gonna do shit over money. Not like I'll do shit that I want to do, like the 24-hour streams stuff I do for money because it's like
I think
hey,
like he's been mocked enough, right? Like like he's been mocked and bullied and his kids harassed. This is just
And
gonna
lies
cause
made up
more
on him.
issues than it's worth.
Exactly.
Rich?
That's why it's like I don't even agree with Rich doing it, and I hope he realizes what he's doing is wrong, and hopefully he gets out of it.
Yeah, it's like I'm actually talking from a family-oriented, concerned place, not a troll place, not a concerned troll. Rich, not a good idea with whoever, the assholes that go after you and constantly mock you and all this shit. It's not a good idea. Please, for the love of God, from a decent person that doesn't have an internet presence, just don't do this, okay? Don't do this if you see this. Please, I'm asking you. As a friend, as, someone that goes through their day-to-day life, and would never do this type of shit. I don't care how much money on the table. I wouldn't do that. It's not, it's not a good thing. Especially when your family's, getting attacked by these assholes on the internet quite frequently. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna lie, because I donated blood earlier today. I am just a little, which I've been staying awake, and I could still stay awake even like after VC. But it's just like I'm feeling so little dizzy, and you feel dizziness from it. So it's just
I'll be right back.
Ass.
But anyways, which I think it's the end of everything. Tomorrow we got a lot more stuff to cover. More Asmongold stuff, more San stuff, a lot of stuff. So we got a lot of stuff to cover tomorrow. But we're basically ending it tonight for now. So we will see you guys later on. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload or a stream. And if you missed any old segments, I'm going to try my best to clip them. So now, let's go ahead, get the song up. Get the song up. Woo. I actually like this one. All right, Lane works. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're all new. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. It's been me, your boy, Lord Triton of the Ravencast, and we are signing out. Peace. If it will not, there we go. The like button. I'll see y'all later.
Silva, the heck is this?
Pull up, hop out. You don't want to step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death.
Back from the dead and I'm honored to fight like a noble phantasm that hunts you at night. You don't wanna try me, a demigod. I might keep your head on tight when I got the fight. Because back in my day, warriors were brave. All these masters want here's a boring slave. I spearhead this war, you sit back and wait. Go with javelin, see what archer is afraid. This Celtic warrior is taking shots. Don't get attached, cause I'll break your heart. I'm guaranteed to die, now don't make me start. I'd rather stab myself than let you slay my part. See, I fight to win, you know it's in my nature. When I move too fast for you Lancer haters, use a different shaft to hunt women later. You be screwed with just a tip, ass saber.
Shot through the sky is the angel of scorn. The no new devil with swords for his horns. He shot that up, pop up, smash like the acoustic. My blades in your eyes and you'll see what's in store. The world on my back, there's no bond, I won't break any step that you take. It's a major mistake. Mark a god between his eyes and bring heart to the floor. She'll answer that he'll be a pile of gold. Silent as a shadow when I steal your girl. Make a sword and arrow as I see it twirl. Call me lucky liar as a plot unfurl. Bow to your lord cause you're just an earl. Went from a boy to a hero. Gave up on the parts that are Shiro. Shut up to the villains, it's zero. This is the result of your fate, zero.
Pull up, hop out. You don't want to step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death.
Bow to the king of the night, swinging to win it, that will is my pride. Stand in the way, be set up in my stride. Don't need no round table to fight you like pie, yeah. Try me once in the future, Pendragon back in the prophetic room. A servant or not, I'm from rock, I'm the ruler. Heroic spirit, not one you should jewel, yeah.
Yeah, it's the king of heroes, and they want me to prove it. Barely trying, yet I'm still never losing. Half a god, I'm also half a human. Exponential power, I don't know what to do with. They measure the skill, yeah, I have it. I'll get in their head till they end up just backing. I'll take any weapon I got in my catalog when I open up the gates into Babylon.
God is victory, shooting winds I provide, hoping that'll stay. To glory I'll guide my basundere, but boy my beauty can't hide, it's all a part of me, the power inside.
Watch me rock Curious, tear it up with my chariot and my warriors, bringing order with glorious, the will, the skill to kill, I'm just warming up, yeah, so fast when I jump cast, ain't nuts when I act with the phantasm, I'm a king, living with the pride of heart, just remember the name of Miss Kendall. Pull up, hop out, you don't want to step into our house, you know we the gang cause we got clout, don't step to the crew, you get knocked out, you get this blade, we're death, you get this blade, we're death, you get this blade, we're death,
It's a stuffer on the mic tonight. Friends, honey, that'll make you wanna stay the night. Got a sword that'll be your script tonight. 12 hits and you'll be out, that's right. I'm the last night of the king that is shovel made. I'll only write for you if you got goals to get fight for my life and the world's gonna know your name. Got a secret that'll go and shock your brain.
Hey, what's your fade? With the second, you going great. Stick 'em up, hit 'em up, she going lonely. She pulling through for the way. I do the same for my riders. Hey. Screw you on Kino advisor. Hey, you should have just been it wiser. Hey, two on me now, it's goodbye, sir.
Nom, Jean d'Arc, m'envoie son dette, je crois leave in my mark. I was called by the Lord, come forth and stand apart. I am a ruler, righteous in my heart, I'm so holy. Scripture by men does not own me. I was called on to act only in humility, honesty, purity, faith, you shall know me.
Get wet, tall bastard with the big lid. All action, it's called passion. You can't like it, get instead. What? Air rank in the fame's global, the name's known to bring dread. Hide your I'm full of peace, I'm a priest, I decree, sticking in your head. Yeah!
Pull up, hop out, you don't want to step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. 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 Pull up, hop out, you don't want to step into our house. You know we the gang cause we got clout. Don't step to the crew, you get knocked out. You get this blade, we're death. You get this blade, we're death.